Or you
And
can
there's
use,
subtle
4th
differences.
edition's Monster Manual.
I wouldn't want to use 4th edition's Monster Manual.
What's wrong with 4th edition's Monster Manual?
The battle mechanics are so different.
Okay.
4th edition's out there. I don't know if you ever played it, but it's like it's all based around like very strategic combat. They tried to make it like a tabletop war game with like a little bit of role playing, and it just wasn't that fun.
Huh.
It just wasn't better.
Do people who like a lot of combat prefer that? Because it's more for them?
No.
Huh.
Because combat's already great in D&D.
That's true.
They just... Here's what they did. Every class had like a role that you needed to play. There were like subcategories to each class. So, if Fletcher would have been playing a paladin, most of his role in our game would be to like buff us and take damage. And he wouldn't be doing much of anything else.
Which isn't fun.
No.
It's strategic, but it's not fun.
Yeah. So it felt like we were all trying to play a strategy game.
That works if like one player is playing 3 characters, like in a like a strategy
Yeah,
game.
but nobody was.
How would you know that you would take all the damage, though? Because wouldn't the DM get to decide who the monsters are attacking?
Yeah, but it's whoever is like up front with the monsters.
Okay.
Like, you know,
So as long as you keep your distance,
right.
they have no reason to try to hit
Exactly. And then you know, usually your ranged characters are like the weaker ones who are kind of like off in the back.
Okay.
So, you know, Mabel would be like shooting arrows. And...
I do like the way that they do crits, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because
How do they do crits again?
So
I remember
the
you talking
trade-off
about it.
is you automatically do max damage, but you only do 1 roll's worth of max damage.
Right. But
As opposed to if you confirm the crit, you get potentially
Yeah.
twice as much.
there's no confirmed crit. Are those paper towels still down here?
Somewhere.
I'm just saucing my hands. Oh.
Sauced up?
Welcome back. There's a sandwich in the fridge for you if you want.
Because then it feels like if you get a 20, it's always super
Meaningful.
cool.
Yeah, right.
Because if you get a 20 and you don't confirm, it's just like getting a 19.
You
Yeah,
feel
what's the-
cheated.
what's the point?
Unless you're using a weapon.
So
where
I
the
do
crit
like
is
that, and I
19.
think that the trade-off is fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind that. That's actually a good system. Your microphone is right next to your plate.
Yeah.
So I hear you crunch that basil every single time. It's outstanding.
I'm glad you like it, and it's not gross.
No.
That basil.
The sounds of mastication don't bother me.
Mastication is eating, right?
Yeah.
No, it's chewing.
Okay.
Because
to
eating
clarify that.
is, yeah.
That was a good joke in WandaVision.
It
That was a
good
great
you're
joke in
nah, I
WandaVision.
don't do
Oh no,
that.
I don't do that.
I don't think that. Purely for
I
mastication.
thought chewing gum was
purposes.
purely for mastication.
No, I don't.
Maybe we don't
Oh,
have
oh,
that
I don't
one.
do that.
Got him.
Got him indeed. Paul Bettany's comedic performance in WandaVision episodes 1 and 2 are insane.
He is so
He is
good.
absolutely hilarious. I died. Like, laughed as hard as I've laughed at TV for anything, like even comedic TV, when he's all gummed up and he bumps into the pole and he goes, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
sorry.
He apologizes to the pole. It's
He
incredible.
does such a good job. Like, that's so easy to, like, mess up or make really awkward, but
He's
he
just
nailed
such a
it.
damn good actor.
he was so
Like,
good.
you know, maybe people who haven't. Yeah, he's just like so well versed.
I'm glad that everybody is, like, into him now. Everybody's...
Oh, as they
receiving
should
it.
be. He's
Yeah.
incredible. His performance in Knight's Tale, which is a movie I love, that's like the high point. He just kills me in that
Yep.
film. He is so damn funny.
And he had to fight to be cast for that.
Did he really?
Yeah,
Against
the
who?
Studio,
They didn't want
no,
Chaucer?
Against the studio just didn't want him. And either the writer or the director was like, trust me, this is the guy, this is the guy. And they're like, no. We're like, no, this is the guy.
And he was the guy.
Finally, yeah.
Damn, I'm good. What a good film. I met so many people who've written that film off as just like dumb, kind of fluffy.
Have they watched it?
Yeah, I'm like, did you see what like an incredible?
Feels like the best rebuke to that is just the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I don't. Maybe it's one of those things where they were like, they had it on in the background, and if you like peripherally experience it,
You're not gonna get everything.
you're not gonna. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well acted. It uses like such incredible modern references to make us actually feel invested in like medieval shit. It's also an insanely good period piece. Like the costume design, the set design, everything is like brilliant. It's such a well done film, and the jousting scenes are awesome.
Yeah.
And it's got Alan Tudyk,
Yep.
Tiddick, whatever, in it. And he's just so great.
It's a great cast.
He's just a great cast. Oh, Heath Ledger. I miss you. Sweet boy.
There's some good interviews on YouTube with Paul Bettany talking about how just like his career, and also they were like, how was it working with Heath Ledger? And he was like, he's this, like you said, he's like the sweetest guy
That
in the
doesn't
whole
surprise
world.
me. Yeah.
And he was talking about like hinting at all of the stuff online when he died, where people was like, oh, he was just so like into the Joker that he got so depressed, and he was just so moody all the time.
Yeah.
Because he was like, if you met him, that's not what he was like. He was a joy to be around. Just like seeing him made, like, he lit up a room, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of people are painting this picture after the fact. So
It was like a dark drug
it was
overdose.
this
But
dark, yeah, but he was a light, you know? And that's how he remembers him. And so the fact that people are seeing him as like this really dark
he did, yeah.
person,
He just
it
never
just
seemed
wasn't
like he just
him.
seemed like the most wholesome boy ever.
Yeah.
He was on painkillers or sleep medication. Was he injured? What happened? Did he?
Remember.
Maybe he was
I'll
just
have to do
maybe he
some-
was just like tired or in pain from
Yeah.
something. You know,
Yeah.
it can
I
happen.
know that he and Michelle Williams, I thought, had recently split up, which probably didn't help. And they had a daughter together. I think he boycotted the 2005 Oscars because of how they weren't treating Brokeback Mountain as a serious picture. They were saying
Really?
it's a gay cowboy film, so it's really stupid.
It sounds, when you say Brokeback Mountain, you're like, it's about gay cowboys.
You're
I
like,
think your initial reaction is like, that's kind of funny.
That is.
But then it's like, this is a fucking
It is
serious
literally,
movie.
I was talking to your mom about it. Does your mom ever talk about that movie to you?
She loves that movie.
It is.
She's the reason I love that movie.
Legitimately the saddest movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
It is so sad and so well performed and just like so beautiful, and it makes me so mad. If I were like conscious of that and how I like film in 2005, I would have been so pissed at how everybody was making jokes. Like, I remember watching The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, and Jon Stewart was making jokes about it.
Oh,
And
really?
it was interesting to me because I didn't know what my sexuality was in 2005. You know, I was a little girl, but I remember, you know, this man that I, you know, kind of respected being Jon Stewart on TV, you know, making fun of this movie, which of course that's his job, is making jokes. But that stuck with me, so yeah.
That's kind of a bummer that
I think
Jon
nobody
Stewart
watches
did
it
that.
because they're like, oh, it's a gay cowboy. Like, I get it. I got it. They're gay cowboys.
It would be like like a movie about two Navy officers being engaging in that kind of romance, like
Right.
Brokeback Mountain on like a destroyer.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, sailor, you know,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
on premise it does sound funny. It's
It
like
does. Like, I get it.
you could
But
turn
you
the
gotta
premise of
watch
Brokeback Mountain into a comedy,
Oh my god.
but it's not. It's a very serious, beautiful
No,
film by
it's
Ang Lee.
Beautiful and,
And
so sad. Just
Heath
like,
Ledger and what's his face?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake
Timothy
Gyllenhaal. Just
Chalamet?
fucking-
No, Brokeback Mountain.
I heard. I shouldn't even say.
What?
I heard some like third-hand hot beef about Timothy Chalamet recently, but I really don't.
Is it the spreading like?
Oh yeah, didn't he give a bunch
diseases?
of STIs?
No, that was a legitimate rumor.
It's related. It's related to that. It's related to Timothy Chalamet.
I don't want to get into it, but Armie Hammer is the one that's actually like.
What?
I'm so
Does he
mad.
suck?
He kind of sucks.
What did he
which
do?
Really, really sucks because I like thought he was like such a good actor and he's a good guy, but no.
What was he?
There's so much.
Was he getting
to
creepy?
do. Not really. There's a lot to
Can I get a TLDR?
What does that mean?
Cheated on his wife.
She knows like
It's not great.
he has a private Instagram where he was like, nobody's gonna know it's me, and just said a lot of shit, and like people are like, we know that this is you, and just
A lot of shit about what?
just a lot of shit like about his ex-wife and about.
So he has a spam account?
Yeah.
He's
but
got a
now
Finsta.
everybody knows that it's his Finsta, so it's like.
Not Armie Hammer's Finsta.
NotArmyHammer.com.
Okay, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
Shay, can you just wiggle your microphone cord?
Are you done with that shit? Do you want me to throw that away?
See, I don't want to throw it away. I'm not.
I'll put it in the
hungry.
fridge then. You can
Could
come
you
back to
very
it later.
much? Yeah. Thank you so much.
Hello. Sit on it.
So it's not the same if it's on the couch.
There.
What did you need me to do?
Wiggle the cable.
Armie Hammer's Finsta.
Or
I didn't fix it, but I don't know what to do.
should I unplug? Is it what I'm hearing? The
Probably.
Oh, kitty.
what to do about
Kitty,
it?
kitty, kitty.
Kitty,
Sure.
kitty.
You are on my stuff.
Charles, come here.
Chuck.
Okay,
Chuck.
shall we?
First, I gotta check my teeth, guys.
Molly, what time are you going to bed?
What the hell is this?
Time's it now?
8:44.
Mom, why are you calling me right now? Hello? Hello?
Get
Hello?
your face out of there.
Hello? Hello? She bot dialed me.
Who did?
My
No.
mommy.
Oh, Brenda.
My mommy.
Probably 10.
Okay.
Let's
Well, then
get
let's
going, yeah.
let's get going.
Yep.
Because I don't want to do
Got
half an
it.
episode. Okay. So, it is now morning.
Okay.
What is your plan?
Is Key still in my room?
He is.
Is he in my bed?
No, he's on
He
the
got
floor
cold
and
in the night.
he's still sleeping. You woke up before him.
I want to try to sneak out and get him breakfast.
Aww.
Stealth check.
Okay.
6. Good.
You step on his head.
Yeah, I just step over him on the way to the door. I just,
Yeah, he stirs and wakes up and sees you towering over him.
well, how could I tower?
3-story buildinging over him.
There you go.
Um,
Just sort of there.
Yeah, but it does seem a little threatening out of context, because he does not know that you're going to get breakfast. He just sees you above him trying to sneak.
And I'm like one leg on one side, one leg on the other. I like drop, so I'm like
Are you, like,
crouching
teabagging him?
in front of him.
Sorry,
And I
does
just,
that
like-
count?
Sitting on his
I
belly.
like push his head back into the.
What the heck? That's so creepy.
Shh, go to sleep, man. I'm gonna go get
He,
you some
he
breakfast.
side eyes you, but he goes back down.
And then I get up, I go, and I try to find him some like kanji or something for breakfast.
Okay, what is kanji?
Kanji is rice porridge.
Fun.
It's just like rice that you like crack up and then you cook it like oatmeal. You put whatever you want on it.
Cool.
Probably like an egg.
There is continental
Yeah.
kanji
Continental kanji.
at the end.
Nice.
Yeah, you can procure that.
I procured 2 kanjis.
Nice.
I don't know how he likes his kanji, so I just like I get a plethora of kanji toppings and I bring it up to him. I'm really trying to butter him up.
You really are.
I really am.
he when you walk back in, he sits up and is unsure if you've gotten 2 bowls for yourself or.
No, I got 3 bowls, 2 for me, 1 for him.
Got it. 3 bowls for yourself, or
5 bowl for me, 1 bowl for him.
do you hand him his bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah. He takes it a little apprehensively, but says, "Thank you."
I didn't know what you liked, so I got you all these toppings, and I set down like a tray with like sweet toppings and savory toppings.
I want that.
I haven't had anything but rations for so long. This is nice.
Good.
And he starts scarfing it down.
Yay.
What are you guys up to?
In the hallway, I'm banging on the bathroom door. I'm like, Rhea!
I'm busy.
Rhea!
I'm in here.
Oh my god, hurry up!
I'm doing my hair.
I know, I need to pee. I don't want to go outside.
Go outside then.
No!
Yeah,
that's what we're doing.
Okay. Pretty normal morning other than that?
Yep.
Okay. What time do you think you guys are going to head out?
Probably right away.
Yeah.
Right away? Okay. Yeah,
So
you
we're just taking the road
just taking the road?
back the way that we went.
Um,
I'm letting Key kind of like lead us. I'm like show us the way.
yeah. When
Are you wearing the officer uniform? Or did
No,
you
I
give it to
washed.
him?
I washed his clothes and gave it back to him.
Oh.
Okay.
And does he use a weapon?
I believe he had a sword.
So if we didn't loot it, I'll try to find it back on the road.
I don't think we looted it.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, I probably just left it. Yeah, you get back to that same spot. The bags of grain are
Oh yeah.
are
Dang.
they seem to have been chewed open by some sort of animal.
Oops.
It's not all gone, but it's certainly spilling out. He notices the 2 mounds, and says, "I don't remember those yesterday."
Badger moles.
Okay.
Badger moles. Don't ask
yeah,
questions.
Can you make a bluff check?
Why are we lying?
I don't want to scare this guy. Jesus.
Did it fall out?
Launched out.
Shot out. $16.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Yes.
Um,
He believes me.
And he's like, yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, badger moles, sure.
Alright, I guess it's badger moles. He leads you for another maybe 20 minutes or so. All the while, this forest that you've seen in the distance has been growing closer and closer. And when you get the edge of it sort of lines up with where you guys are on the road,
Yeah.
he says, "The camp is into the forest this way."
Lead the way.
He continues to lead you into the forest. You don't have to go super far into the forest. He asks, how do you want to approach the camp?
You said there's a side where there's like no wall.
Yes, the side by the small river creek.
By
Okay.
the creek and by the really high up areas.
Here's what I propose. We sneak in, but then if we're caught, you're like, whoa, I just have these prisoners, just taking them wherever, you know?
Okay.
Yes, lead us around back.
I'm not a very good liar.
Just,
We'll act really
Yeah,
scared, so
yeah.
you won't even need to explain yourself. We'll
I will do the lying for you. I'll just say, this terrible guy, screw you. He's taking us to prison.
Are you going to kill them?
Who?
The other men
The
at the camp.
the other 5 dudes at the camp?
Yeah.
If you can point them out to us and let us know.
There's only 5 there.
Are they your friends? Do you know where they come from?
They're not all bad. I know
which
some
ones?
from the re-education camp.
Do you think they can be convinced to help us and to liberate the camp?
That's a good idea. If you tell them that you are helping us, we can help them do the same thing we're going to help you do. Get back to their families.
It's just that I was never very high ranking. I don't know if they'll listen to me.
You don't have to be high ranking. You just have to
Show them humanity.
Yeah. We will you say your bit. You say, "Hey, they're going to help. there with the Avatar, like the Avatar. And then if that doesn't work, we'll give them the option to surrender if they don't want to join us, and then we'll try to just knock them out.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal.
No, like
Says the lady with the
Non-lethal.
sword.
No,
Non-lethal.
no, just straight up.
We'll knock them out. That's what
I'll-
we're gonna do.
I'll put my big knife in their body, and they'll go to sleep. What's that from?
I don't know. You just know.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So you... I'm sorry, we decided the way by the creek or the way over the hill?
Over
Creek.
the hit.
Creek.
Wait,
Creek.
creek.
Will I
Creek.
have to, will there be creek on me if we go to the creek? I don't want to get
I can
my
ice
clothes
bend
swampy.
it. I can ice bend it so you can just walk on the ice.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good move. Yeah,
Okay.
but sneaky.
Yeah, he leads you. The route seems to be a bit more circuitous. The route
What does
seems
that
a
mean?
bit like you're going around
Okay.
in a circle.
The circuit.
Yeah.
My favorite
cue.
shape, the circule.
The circual.
But that is, you realize that it's because the creek was on the far side of the camp. So you're going, you go around where what seems to be the hill that he was describing, and you start to hear the voices of men from over the hill.
Men.
I am
What?
good at. Let's see here. I guess I would just like to. Are we close enough where I can listen to see what's going on?
Sure. Yeah.
Can
you
I
have
try to
a-
listen
you have a
too?
listen check.
I'm proficient in listening.
Ah, nice. I'm not. No ears.
None ears.
Born without.
17.
19.
Wait, 5 plus 2 is 7? 17.
19.
19. Yeah, you can both hear. They're just nothing super interesting. They're just kind of chatting about.
Running drills.
No, they're just chatting about the weather and.
How do they say the weather is?
Yeah, what's their opinion?
Yeah. Can we get a forecast?
They're saying that it's interesting how it's been so clear lately. But I mean, they surmise that it is because it's kind of it's a drier area. Was that interesting? Is
Can
that
I
what you wanted?
ask? Can I ask?
Are you happy?
Key if he recognizes their voices?
Yeah, it's the men that have been here with me.
Okay, yeah, the good guys or the bad guys?
I think that all of us, are just misled.
That's a stupid way of thinking.
No, I think
Whoa,
that is
Rhea.
accurate. Sorry, she's 17.
Abrasive.
We were all of us deceived for another ring.
They
Oh
That'd
man.
be funny if you watched Lord of the Rings, Mel.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
if
funny.
Molly had watched all the things that we've watched, she would get 100% more of our humor.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like it doesn't seem like
Okay.
there's anyone that he wasn't expecting.
All right. Well, we keep walking, or are we
Do we-
making our way up to the
Yeah.
camp now?
Can we see it yet?
You are, that hill that he talked about, the one that doesn't have the wall.
Yeah.
That you are behind that.
Okay.
And then the creek will be a little bit up on your left.
We could go up to the top of the hill and take a look first. Are you guys interested?
Scout
in
it
that?
out?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Scout it
Do
out.
you need sneaks?
Yes, and it's also a little steep. So first, I would like a climb check, and then a
Instead of
stealth
climbing,
check.
can I just try to jump the whole thing?
It's pretty tall. One
I
big
try?
bounce. If you try to jump this, it will be quite the DC.
Climb
Is
is
this-
strength?
I would think so.
It is, yeah.
So this is climb, or this is...
Climb.
What's the DC for jumping?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna try jump
It's
first.
definitely high. I got 13 to climb.
Okay.
I don't make it.
What did you get?
I got a 3 plus.
Yeah.
4.
Is your jump check? Oh, it's pretty high.
I got a 6.
Oh no.
So.
6 for climbing.
Rough.
That's it's a little steep for you guys. You're able to scramble up. Can I get your stealth check?
I'm gonna try to jump now.
You
Or no,
slip
I'm trying
down.
to climb.
Can I just try again?
Yeah.
Because I need to get
I
up
roll a
there.
3 again. I don't make it. I'm gonna try again.
My dex was 12.
I rolled a 2.
11.
What?
11.
Oh no, you got worse. I got a 14 this time.
Okay,
guys,
you're able to scramble up and
I
now
don't
give me a
think-
stealth check now that you're up there.
I don't think I'm gonna be able
Was
to
that
make
your,
it.
your climb check?
I did jump check. I rolled a 3. My first climb check, I rolled 3, and then this my second climb.
You made
check,
another climb check?
and
Why
then
don't
I
you
rolled a
just hang
2.
out down here, Ria?
I mean, I was
We'll,
gonna-
we'll,
I'm gonna
we'll come
call
back
it.
for you.
I'm gonna try again.
Still.
Is your bonus any good?
I have a +2 to climb. Does a 17.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, is it move
Now give me stealth.
silently?
Move silently will be stealth, yeah.
Ooh, 20 not nat.
Woo!
Yeah, you're quiet.
Yeah. Got a good bonus for being a waterbender.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do hide?
You can do move silently.
I don't have.
Then you can do stealth.
Dexterity.
Can I have a cheeseburger? You can have a taco.
13.
13?
Yep.
Okay.
I look down and Ria's just like just constantly slipping.
Okay.
Yeah, the first thing she did was just like one little hop.
Key makes it up with you guys.
Yay!
Yay.
Um,
On his first
I'm
try.
super loud. I got an 11. Just above average.
tough to tell.
Oh, this is that crap with the droids all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be. So you guys.
At least there's no baby to
You guys
kill.
are
so.
what are you army crawling up there?
Baby to kill?
No, like last time we had a baby to look after, baby
Oh.
There was
Nell.
a baby with us when we got caught for being loud. Though.
Yeah, so I'm like, at least this time we don't have to worry about a baby dying.
So what's your now that you're up here? What, you just kind of army crawling, taking a look.
I would like to
Yeah.
get low and kind of blend in with my surroundings as best I can.
All right,
and
let's have a spot check. Give me all them checks.
I don't crawl. I just walk up to like where the brush ends and I like stick my head through it.
Okay.
I think that's my.
what is this,
Well,
spot or
that's
search?
a 1, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go blind for a minute.
Yeah, you stick your head through it. it
The
pokes you in
sun.
the eyes.
right.
Spot.
Varro, you're moving through the trees. You pull a branch aside, and then you don't realize that Khan is right behind you, so you let it go, and it whacks him in the face. So
Sorry, man.
blind for a second. What'd you get?
I got a 13. Not great.
What am I rolling for?
Just
Spot?
see what you can see down there.
You're looking
You're looking
at
at
the
the
camp?
camp, looking for folks.
Anybody want to get me a soda?
Well, I'm blind, so I'm not gonna be looking at anything.
Okay.
Right now.
Thank you.
Mm,
Anybody else need a soda?
what is
I'll take a blue if there is one.
what?
Thank you.
Wisdom?
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds right.
14.
14, and you got what? Shay?
13.
You want a red instead?
Sure. Are we out of reds?
I think so.
I'll take a normal dew.
Aw.
I think we're out of Coke, Suche.
Darn, what do I...
Coke upstairs.
I have no help to anybody.
Thanks, Joseph.
So you two see.
You want a diet too?
I don't. How willing are you to go upstairs to get me a Coke Zero?
Yeah, I'm willing.
Are you
I
willing?
have to interrupt Fletcher's flow for a second though.
Sorry.
Sorry, Fletcher.
Thank you, Joseph.
So you two,
Yeah.
uh,
Pause that.
Feel bad.
you see down into the camp. The camp is pretty rudimentary. It's mostly just tents kind of strung between trees. It seems very, cheaply put together.
Yeah.
There's a rack with some swords and spears. There's
Thank
a fire on which there's a pot of presumably food.
Okay.
You see one of the guys is is sitting in a tent. Two of the guys are sitting around the fire with food, and the third guy is polishing, or I'm sorry, the fourth guy is polishing his sword.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, I can't see anything. Tell me what you saw. Tell me what you can
there's
see.
a pot of food and some guys polishing his sword.
Tell me more about the food.
Looks like just rations, I think.
Sauce.
Can you like what kind of ration?
It's sauce and there's no context.
Ah!
Ugh, I hate that.
I haven't had second breakfast yet.
You are a hobbit.
Just food.
Hoblet.
Gross. Ugh. So yeah, a guy sharpening his sword.
Some cans.
Okay.
Two guys by the fire, by the food. 1, 2, 3. And then there's, what was the other guy doing?
One guy's sitting in his tent.
One guy sitting in his tent. They're all just kind of keeping busy, it looks like.
5 guys.
Burgers and fries.
Excellent. We'll talk more about the food later.
Okay, yes.
This is important.
Yes.
What's the plan? What's the plan?
Key, do you
I
have any information about...
Strayed so far away from my voice.
We were all taken from our villages. We did not want to be soldiers. We're not even necessarily very good at it.
How would you feel about us just knocking them out? We won't hurt them.
I
Talk
don't-
to them first, right?
All
God.
I know is I don't think they deserve to die.
No, we don't want to kill them either. Oh my God. But we're gonna try to talk to them as best we can. But if things get out of hand, I want you to be prepared for us to defend ourselves, and we are not going to kill those men.
Okay.
Okay.
If this was Avatar, the shot would be on my face, and I would look over at Molly's sword, and like what's it called? The focus would like shift to the sword, and then
Racking.
Shift, it would rack to the sword, and then rack back to me going.
All right, what's the plan?
I say, we do the ice thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, should we wait until cover of night? Would that be helpful?
But isn't it morning?
All day.
Yeah.
Can I get quick perception checks from everybody, please?
We saw 5 guys down there, right?
Yeah.
But no burgers and no fries.
No burgers and no fries.
13.
15.
Hold on. What do you add on to perception?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Unless you have perception. Actually, I'm sorry. It would be spot. Spot is.
Oh, okay. 15.
So it was
13.
13,
15.
15.
13, 2 15s. You two hear
Uh-oh.
rustling behind you and to the right.
Where's Key at?
It's right next to you.
Okay.
It's not him.
Okay.
Great.
It is a separate rustling.
I turn
He's got
to
his hand on a branch.
I turn to look and I open up my water
I'm gonna pull out
bending
my
pouch.
sword.
Okay.
What do I
And are
see?
you're looking specifically for the
For the sound. Yeah.
sound? Can I get that'd probably be a spot check. You look another one specifically for a thing.
14.
Oh, that's funny. You read 14 right as I was looking at my dice. It said 14, but I add on 15 again.
Okay. You can see that there is a figure kind of hunched over in the brush nearby. And as you turn around and start looking at it, this figure will seem to draw a sword and begin running at you.
Ah!
It's
Rhea!
gonna raise its sword, and that's when we would have cut to commercial.
Whoa!
Whoa!
So
I would
real
like
quick,
to.
everyone come up with a commercial.
No, I can't. I don't have any more.
No, do a commercial for some of the food on the table.
Tropical Sour Patch Kids. Shay doesn't like them. That's my ad.
Adult Swim. It's not Nickelodeon. It's Cartoon Network. For kids who like inappropriate things that you can't see on Nickelodeon. Hi, I'm famous voice actor Justin Roiland, and I'm here with an improvisational commercial to tell all of you, about, Adult Swim. We've got titties.
Adult Swim, we've got titties.
Good tagline.
Ollie.
I think Fletcher's next.
Tune in for Nick at Night. It's like Adult Swim, but worse.
Worse, like more inappropriate, or worse, like just bad?
Just bad, I think.
What did they even have on there?
George Lopez.
Oh.
And that's all I remember.
Just the
being
George
on there.
Lopez show.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Avatar.
There is a figure running at you, yelling a war cry and raising a sword.
So this guy we have to kill, is what I'm guessing.
Shall we roll
Talk to
initiative,
him.
or do you guys want to say something first?
What is
Hey,
he? What is he
wait.
wearing? What kind of
Yeah, what
colors?
does this guy look like?
Similar uniform to what Key was wearing. What Key, I guess, is wearing.
I would like to roll initiative, but I would also like to ask Key in the middle of this, like, do you know this guy? Because this is not one of the 5 guys you were talking about, and he's not a burger or a fry. So
You guys miscounted.
What?
you said that there were 5.
I said that Key said that there's 5 at the camp,
Oh,
and then I described that there's 1 in a tent, 2 around the fire, and 1 polishing.
I
a sword.
thought you said when you were talking about it, you said the rest are around this. So I misheard.
That's our fault.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Do you guys want to do something?
I mean, I guess I'll roll initiative to defend myself, but I don't want to kill him.
I got a nat 1.
Oh gosh.
Oof.
Got a 10.
I'm sorry.
So 5.
Got a 10.
This fella got a 21.
Oh.
Rhea, you got a what?
5.
Vara, you got a what?
10.
I got a 12. Is Key helping us?
I'll roll for him.
Or
You got
is I mean, I don't know if he's gonna help.
you got a
us, but
4.
And we.
I should trust him, but I still don't.
Well, either way, you got a 4.
You got a 4, so we'll go last. All right.
So
yeah, Dude McDude.
Dude McDude. He is going to. So here's what he's going to do. How close do you guys think you are clumped together?
Probably all standing like shoulder to shoulder almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to.
I was crouching
But
because I
like
was searching. Oh, yeah. Okay.
in relation to the others, he's going to seem to get a little confused about. Like, do I want to swing at them? What do I want to do?
Yeah.
And he's
Well, he is
instead just
running
going
at us,
to
so-
he's going to close his eyes, turn his head, put his shoulder down, and he's just going to run into all of you.
This guy is not a very good soldier.
No.
He's just
Oh.
going to barrel into you guys,
Okay.
which I think will characterize as a grapple. However, since you guys are all on a very steep hill
See,
near,
push us.
nearby, he's pushing you towards
I am.
into the camp.
I did say I was crouching, so I'm like on. I'm like
Let's tabletop this guy.
just like.
Let's just let him
push him
Yeah,
over.
you just like move, and
Yeah.
he tabletops himself on you.
So since there's no disadvantage for the type of terrain you're on, since there's no advantage or disadvantage, I'm just gonna say, you guys will have -2 on your.
Even
Checks.
me,
Grapple
because I'm
checks.
like close to the ground, and he's
Man,
not.
1, not nat, but -2.
What is grapple plus?
It's your base attack bonus plus strength.
Base attack bonus plus strength.
It's the same number as whatever you use for your sword attack.
18.
Ooh, pretty good.
13.
And And then Key got a 9. So he is going to manage to tackle you two and Key.
He got a
down-
9?
No,
Oh.
Key got a 9. He's going to tackle you two and Key down the hill into the camp. You were able to escape that. You're still up on the hill.
Now Hurry's like, now what?
You guys tumbled down this pretty steep hill. No damage.
Okay. I like that.
But you'll now land in the camp amongst everybody.
He came with us. He
came with you.
As we like dust ourselves off, I'm gonna whisper to Key. This is your big chance, buddy.
Now,
Yeah. Give him the argument.
all the men stand up and ready themselves with their swords. The man that tackled you also stands up and he takes out a sword and kind of shakily points it at you guys. Key will say, Dao, no, they're here to help us. And the other men will say, help us? How? They know the Avatar. They want to free us from Shinpei. This is treason, you're saying. Do you want to live like we're living?
I'm like behind him.
You're rubbing his shoulders
Yeah.
again.
I'm like,
But
get him, bud.
But if Shinpei finds out that we've deserted, we'll be. I can't bear to think of what he'll do to us.
Can I being walking down?
Yeah, yeah.
I would like to have shown up right when he says that and say, that's why you're not gonna get caught.
Pretty good entrance.
That's a great entrance.
Hi, I'm Rhea.
But
I bet you're wondering how I got into this mess.
but what will the captain think?
Who's the captain?
He our captain.
Yeah.
Where? Yeah, who?
Oh, don't worry. We took care of that guy.
Oh, did we kill him?
No. He went to live with the badger moles.
Underground.
Underground.
Because we
6
buried
feet
him.
underground.
So,
He would kill us all. How do we know you've taken care of him?
oh, we killed.
Oh, we took care of him.
I did stab him, I think.
She did kill him.
Ooh, did someone pee on him too?
Draco,
How can we trust you?
we can go over there.
you wanna
and check
check
it out.
Because we're Team Avatar. Come on, dude. Puh.
You have no way to prove that the captain is dead.
Okay, well,
if
we-
he's still alive, we're all in
We
danger.
can
We
show
can go
you.
for a
You wanna go
walk. I mean,
see?
we know where he's buried. You want to see his body? We'll go see his body.
Can you just reach your earthbending skills all the way over there and drag him?
I don't think I can do that now. I'll go get his body right now.
Field trip?
This is dark.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'd have this on Nickelodeon.
No. God, if only there was a way to prove that the captain was dealt with.
Oh, you have his little star thing, don't you?
Oh, nice. I remember. Not because anybody told me, but because I remember. And I go, oh, wait. Wait. This captain of yours.
You spit all over.
Where did it go? None's on the microphone? We're fine. Sorry about that. Swallow my mouth full of food. Wait. Okay. So, I've been practicing my mind bending. So this captain of yours, he's got like a pendant, a 7-sided star, right? That he like wears, right? Yeah?
Obviously.
Yeah, I read that from your mind. Okay. Well, is this your card? And I pull out the pendant and I show it to him.
He takes it from you, and this is the captain's badge. He would never leave without it.
No, he would not. And
Yes,
I crush it with metal bending.
Oh,
There's no more captain. We took care of him. I told you.
I'm the captain
they all
now.
s-
Right now.
They all seem to exchange glances and say, "So, we're free."
Yeah.
Yes.
You're free to help us take down Shinpei.
You'll
So
be
you can
heroes.
go back to your families. You'll be war
and
heroes.
you'll get to work alongside the Avatar.
The Avatar.
He's not that great, you guys.
Only the
How
master
dare
of all
you!
4 elements.
Only the sexiest.
I mean,
I wouldn't say sexy. Only the handsomest man this side of the equatorial line.
Oh yeah. Who's the handsomest man on the other side?
Well, it's when he's on that side, it's him.
So he's really the handsomest man anywhere.
Yep.
So he's,
But the equator
yeah,
matters
yeah,
to
mhm.
me, personally, as an earthbender.
Is it a water thing?
No. Equator
I-
doesn't care about water.
If
Earth
I'm
man.
free, I just want to go home to my family.
Well, okay. I mean, do you though?
Yes. You're welcome
Key,
to go home.
Aren't you just trading one army for another?
Whoa, whoa,
We're fighting for a good cause here.
Yeah, we're not the ones who are press ganging
That's-
people into.
They told us that Shinpei was fighting for good too.
I would love to.
Well-
We would love for you guys to just go home, but like if we just let you, like if you just go home now, then
How can you
they
fight
could
for
come
good?
back. They could come back and they could do the same thing over again.
We need as much help as we can get, but I understand if you want to see your family again.
Does press ganging villages into giving you food and soldiers seem like a good thing? Do you feel like getting forced to fight was a good thing? We're not forcing you to fight. We're inviting you to help us stop other unfortunate people being in your circumstance.
I don't want to fight at all.
That's fine. Go home, have a cup of tea, say hi to your family.
And then come back with us.
I mean,
No, I'm just
don't. Do or
kidding.
don't, you know? It's up to you. But, you know, won't get to meet the Avatar.
They seem to start. They kind of go back to their tents and start gathering whatever things they have, whatever small things they have from the camp.
Radical.
Key turns to you guys and says, "You know, if the men here don't report back, if we don't deliver the food and the money that we were supposed to take from the town, Shinpei will send more men."
We're
heading
going to
there.
deal with Shinpei.
Okay,
You still down to help us, my guy?
I am.
Yeah!
I don't think the troubles are over for this town.
Well,
Can
that's
I
their
get-
problem.
Can I get perception
Oh.
checks?
16.
8.
Oh, 17.
16, 17,
8.
8. You both hear another rustling. But this time, it's up above you
Like in the air?
Like with the.
Oh, in the
in the
trees.
trees. In the air, in the trees.
Love that album. It's my favorite Neutral Milk Hotel album.
And suddenly, screeching down,
Whoa!
comes a small pack of viper monkeys.
What?
No!
Viper monkeys, why?
And the shot of them jumping down, going,
Yeah.
jumping down is the shot that fades out to commercial break.
Oh, commercial break.
Which will give me time to draw.
I need a
Fight! Fight!
visual representation of a viper monkey.
Let's see. Viper monkeys.
Part
Is a-
viper, part monkey.
Is a viper an animal?
Like a snake?
They have the
Do you not like snakes?
their body is furry and shaped like a monkey's. Their head, well, their neck is extra long and it ends in a viper
Gross.
head.
Is it a real thing?
And
like
then-
a real avatar thing?
I don't think so. And then its tail is scaly like a snake tail and it's long.
Ugh.
So general shape of a monkey except for the head and the tail of the snake.
I just got a lot of Kung Fu Panda images.
Yeah, me too.
Viper
I
and
looked it
monkey.
up.
Funny.
And some cars.
Ugh.
I get the spray and the
Oh, yeah, look at those things. Actually, I'm having a hard time. Wait, okay, no. I just can't find them.
I don't think they're real.
Oh, you just made it up?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I made
See,
it up
I found-
a couple weeks ago, so I don't remember if I actually made it up. But...
I found a hog monkey.
Fan art of the monk or the snake from Kung Fu Panda and
Yeah,
some other
lots of that.
cartoon snake.
That is the downside about Avatar is there's not as much. Like with Star Wars, I could tell you a specific droid and you could just look at a picture of it. 'Cause everything's got art.
I liked that, yeah.
Kitty?
No, Kitty.
Meow.
Oh, no.
Meow.
No.
Meow.
No, Mama.
Meow.
Oh, sorry. Drinking Coke Zero after a regular Coke. Weird.
Not a huge fan of the regular Coke.
I didn't think I was either, but Coke Zero makes my stomach hurt.
Really?
Yeah. Don't know why.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
Stormtroopers.
You guys are on fire. Right
Is
there.
that the hill?
This is the hill, this is the river. Those are walls. Some more minis.
Minis!
Minis for days.
Minis, minis. Mini.
Yeah.
Woof.
Love how we all joined in. Tim Allen.
Yeah.
There's not been much of Draco this episode.
Oh man, I haven't said anything about Draco yet this episode.
How's that for key? Key. Oops. Is this you?
Yeah. It's like up here. This you? Yes.
Roger, you should start playing on my realm.
Busy right now. This good Avatar stuff for you. Okay,
Oh, all right.
so these troll-looking boys, those are the 5 camp members.
Okay.
This is Key. Guessing that's you.
Yeah.
So you guys know yourselves. All these tiny boys, those are the
Who's
Viper
the frog?
monkeys. Also a Viper monkey.
What's this next?
Viper monkeys.
Yeah, anything that's small
Is a viper monkey.
is a Viper monkey.
Okay.
Where's Drake?
He's in there.
That's our The juicy ones.
Yeah.
Okay, we come back from our commercial break.
Oh, we didn't even do.
You got commercials?
Yeah. Gushers.
Fine.
Now with more guts.
The only candy that gushes in your mouth.
Oh.
I'm sure that no adolescent child will make a sexual joke about this thing.
Stop.
Shay?
Anyone else got an ad?
Nickelodeon. I know you're already watching it, but this advertisement for it.
We got lots of good stuff.
Look at how gross that is.
We got TV shows. We got commercials. We got characters.
We have Avatar.
Speaking of, it's Avatar time.
I guess
Let's
it's Avatar
fight.
time.
Avatar time.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
Eight.
7.
Ooh, good for them.
Good for the bad guys.
For the Viper monkeys?
No.
Oh.
Who got 8 and who got 7?
I got 8.
I got 7.
Alright, since there are so many enemies, this time I will
Yay!
just do
Bum
blocks.
bum.
But I'm going to do a couple blocks. So the Viper monkeys are going to have an 11. The men in the camp are going to have a
We're
22.
fighting both of them at the same time. They're not gonna help us fight the Viper
I
monkeys.
guess we
then,
don't know yet.
Key will have a 5. Is that,
And I got a 4.
is that everyone then?
No, I got a 7. All right.
And then
That's
Drake,
gonna-
Draco's on your
Draco's
turn,
with my, yeah.
if he chooses to.
If he so chooses to fight, which he might. I bet he could take on a Viper monkey.
Viper monkey.
Viper boy.
Vipey boy.
Come fight my Vipey boys.
What vipes? Go ahead and pull up.
Oh, are they considered monsters?
Probably. What is the circumstance?
I get +4 AC if I'm attacked by monsters or giants.
Really?
Why?
Cool.
Waterbendy thing. Just waterbendy
Actually, I
things.
just want to bendy things.
Okay.
So +4 AC means adding on to my... So it
Armor
would be
class.
18. My armor class is now 18.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Radical.
Okay. Who's going first then?
It is the guards.
They're going to sort of look at each other. You're obviously not going to be the threat.
Good.
Obviously.
So they're just going to start swinging at these Viper monkeys.
Yay!
All right. That one there. He's going to kill it.
Nice.
Awesome.
Easy.
Let's see. He's gonna go after that one. He's gonna miss. He's also gonna go after that one. He's also gonna miss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you? Okay, I can do it. Miss. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys.
Hit. And
Woo!
so he's gonna kill that one. Can you grab that?
Awesome.
Yes. Okay. So that'll be their round. So the men in the camp instantly start attacking the viper monkeys. They're sort of just swinging in the air. They're not very skilled, but viper monkeys are. I don't know why I keep thinking that they're flying. They're not. They're on the ground. They're still,
They're not viper crows.
they cut a couple of them down. Who's next?
Up next is going to be. It's in my hand. Right here, Joe. The viper monkeys are up next.
Oh.
That's a cute boy.
Okay.
Mamma mia.
That one's going to attack Draco.
No!
What the heck, man?
That's
Ooh.
my boy!
And he got a 20.
No.
My son!
What's Draco's AC?
15?
He does not confirm.
Oh.
Nice.
Let's see. Damage. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Don't touch the merchandise.
Don't touch the merchandise, honey.
Oh, just one.
Woo!
Well, all right.
Thank God.
Okay. This one's gonna go after him. He's gonna hit. Need my notes.
These Sour Patch Kids are really good.
I don't like them very much.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Do you not like tropical flavored stuff?
I don't think I do.
A little too musty for you?
It's just like, yeah, I don't like pina colada flavored things.
What?
I know.
Okay. That one there is going to attack him. And it's gonna hit. Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
I have special avatar fight music.
Really?
I was gonna
Yay!
say my favorite music so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Attack him. And miss. Shay, can you move that yellow guy that way? Yeah. That's... And that'll be the end of the... Whoop, just kidding.
LOL, JK.
That one's gonna go after Khan. What's your AC?
My AC is 17.
He hits.
Ooh.
He will do 1
Son of
damage.
a bitch.
Hey.
Ah. Yeah. I gotta say,
Okay.
the swear jar works though.
It does.
How many times would I have sworn this
Oh, a
game?
bunch.
So
Me
much.
too.
Okay, who is up after Viper Monkeys?
Think Molly.
Is that accurate?
Sorry, I gotta pay the troll toll. Yes.
To get in this
Okay.
something's
Get
hole.
into this boy's soul.
Gonna attack the frog.
Gotta pay this. Oh, that's a good episode.
His soul.
This boy's soul. Gotta pay the.
Gotta pay the troll toll.
Oh, I
Does a
haven't seen that
19 hit?
one.
Boy's soul.
19 hits.
I do 6 damage.
You kill it a lot.
Nice.
That viper monkey goes down.
Poor
What's your
frog.
move? What's your? How do you
This was
shoot?
with a sword.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I just want to like swat it like a fly with my
bonk
sword
it.
and a bonk.
Again, not flying.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's tiny like a fly.
So you just like, boop. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's the size of a monkey.
Compared to
Anyways,
people,
it gets killed.
Regardless of how big it is.
Who's next after Rhea?
Me.
Cool.
Okay. I'm going to stomp on the ground. A chunk of stone is going to fly up from wherever I can get a chunk of stone from. And I'm going to shoot it at one of the viper monkeys. I'm going to do... Which viper monkey is attacking these guys? This one here?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to shoot it at that one to try to show them that we are not...
There's
Trying to-
a lot of things in your way.
Oh my god, you're right.
You can move.
Why don't you just move to like right here?
Can I do that? Yeah, no problem. All right, I'll move to there, and then in the ground. Wait, I'm using my I'm
Armor?
using my magic missile version of this spell, so I don't need to roll to hit. That's a 3.
You kill it.
Yay!
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah, so when
And-
you got 6,
And
you
then
killed it
when
twice
I
over.
kill it, I look at these two guys and I go,
Yeah, because they couldn't kill it themselves, so they're like,
Well, okay.
oh, all right.
I got you guys.
So
Don't worry.
Is Draco taking a turn?
Yeah. He's gonna and bite at that viper monkey.
You just woke up from a nap. Just. Oh, yep.
He's gonna bite it with his mouth.
Nice.
12?
That hits.
Yeah, it does. Come on, buddy. 4. I know that kills it.
Yep.
Yes!
Yeah.
First blood!
Way to
Draco! He like snapping turtles and he just
Oh,
like,
Gets it right on the arm, and it just
Oh.
Yeah.
just goes down. Okay, who's
It
next?
happens off screen.
Yes, of course.
Up next is gonna be Var.
I want to move.
Wait, is this one right in front of me?
That's Draco.
That's Draco!
Sorry, baby. I smooch him on the way. Just kidding. I don't smooch him.
He's eating. He's eating.
Yeah, I'm
us.
just like, good
eating a
boy.
viper
I
monkey.
pat him on the
Right,
back.
right as Draco's about to snap down on it, Vara runs past and the camera tracks with her instead.
Yes,
perfect, perfect.
awesome. All right, and then I would like to do Ray of Frost and just and try to hit that one that's
You're using your
diagonal
bending
for
water?
me. Yes, my bending water,
You-
not my drinking water.
Ooh.
That would be gross. Oh, that for sure got it. I don't want to add, but it's 19 plus whatever.
Plenty.
3.
Yeah.
I kill it?
You kill it dead.
Yes! I wrap its head in frost and it like
Oh
seizes
yeah.
up.
I was just thinking about that waterbending.
with the
move.
Earthbender or Earth Kingdom Queen
Yeah.
in Korra.
Oh no, I was thinking about like shooting water at somebody's head and just
Oh, yeah,
goes, like
I like
ice in their
that.
face.
That's what like
Ice in their
Frozone
face.
does in Incredibles.
Mm-hmm. And kind of like
Frozone's,
Katara-
Frozone's my favorite.
Katara does
waterbender.
that with Azula. She brings up the water and
God,
she
that's so
freezes
cool.
both of them, and then she melts the water around her
Yeah,
to
that's
tie
cool.
I gotta
stuff
say,
around her hands.
how does she do that?
Why?
Because she can't move.
She can warm.
She breathes
She
out.
breathes it. She does it with
It's
her
right.
nose. She
It's
goes,
like how Iroh does fire.
Yes.
So she's taking from another.
I
person.
Yeah.
got it. Cool. I never thought about that.
Cool. Who's up after Varu?
Baru.
And finally, Key.
Okay. Key will run And he will attack that Viper Monkey.
Get him, baby.
He's gonna miss.
Aw. He's a little shook.
And he's not necessarily a great soldier.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
fair. We
Just a
want
guy.
Guy with a sword.
Yeah, so that'll be the end of
Back around to the
Heath's
top.
turn.
Back around to the fellas.
Rio went, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Back around to the monkeys.
No,
sorry, the guys.
the soldiers.
Let's see this guy. Turn around and grab that one. He's gonna miss. Everyone else is going to think, there's a lot of things going on. I'm just gonna stay back. Except for the guy by the river who is going to attack that yellow one. He's gonna miss.
Darn.
You know, the dice
Canonic-
are really,
makes sense.
really,
Screwing these guys over.
and reinforcing the idea that they're not good
I love
soldiers.
it.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
actually kind of works out.
So that'll be the end of the soldiers.
Now it's the spider viper monkeys.
Now it's the spider viper monkey.
Spider monkey.
Spider
Spider,
viper
monkey.
Okay, so those two by the river are both going to land hits on that guy there.
Oh, that sucks.
And then, I'm sorry, I can't see. Is there one next to...
He's right here.
Okay, he's going to attack that guy. And he's also going to hit.
Yay!
No, the
No,
Viper Monkey hits.
the Viper monkey.
Yay!
Yes! Oh!
And I think that's it for the Viper Monkey, so they're done.
Yeah.
Back around to Rhea.
Alright, I'm going to do like a pretty little leap
So you do dance.
over here.
I think she just uses her dance moves in fight for.
As you run over to that guy, I say, "Give him the old fireball, just like you used to."
I'm gonna use my sword.
Ah, I
Isn't that
missed.
kind of wait? She hasn't been firebending, huh? And that's what
That's
I'm
a
telling
12
you.
hit.
I'm like, I'm trying to find out.
Which one are you hitting?
Yeah, we should like
Yellow?
intervention.
Yeah, the yellow guy. 3 damage.
You kill it.
I want
Who's next?
to do something to her sword.
What do you,
No,
Because
so she's
no.
forced
how
to.
do you kill it?
That's kind of clever, but
As
bad.
I'm like doing a leap, I'm just gonna like swipe upward.
Okay.
Maybe we just have to make her like really mad.
It's me.
Yeah, but you shouldn't.
No, I
pull-
don't want to. I'm just scheming.
I am going to like metal bend your sword.
On
So-
your turn
Yeah.
during this fight.
On
It's
this
bold
fight.
to think that the Viper Monkeys are going to last long enough to get around
was
back
gonna-
to
Yeah.
Okay, actually, that's fair. I know they won't. Okay, I might as well just expedite the process here. We'll do this another time.
No, I was
No,
excited.
don't.
Don't do it?
I don't have a choice.
No, you don't.
There's only 2 Viper monkeys left, and they have 3 hit points.
I gotta figure out a more
Okay.
clever way to do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it at some point, but I want to figure out a more clever way.
You were trying to like sneakily bend it.
I don't want to damage her sword, and I don't want her to lose it permanently because I know
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
important.
Yeah.
But I want to like have her accidentally drop it so she can't get it back, and have to like fire
Have to
bend.
firebend, yeah.
But that would mean I'd need to put her in a dangerous situation. I don't want to do that.
Right.
So instead,
Next time.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack a Viper Monkey with my burning hands. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Burning hands is a cone. So I'm going to turn the cone so I'm spraying. What burning hands or what rocky hands looks like to me is it's like a gravel shrapnel thing. So I just like pull a bunch of little stones up and I just go, and they like grape shot just spray out in a 5-foot cone.
Okay.
He's gonna be in said 5-foot cone, so it's 1d4 damage. 1 damage. So
You kill him.
All right.
sweet. Can you remove him from the board, Jay? Thank you. And that's my turn. Draco gets a turn. He's not gonna be able to make it over to that guy. Draco
Licks my leg.
continues to eat.
Okay.
He feeds.
Getting a snack.
Yep.
Who's next?
Second breakfast. Up next is going to be Varu.
Oh, it's kind of far away, huh?
I want this chip tuned.
You've got ranged, don't you?
I do. I just don't want to. I want to make sure that nobody's like in the way. Yeah. Okay. Then I will attack that one with Ray of Frost again. Just like.
What were you saying about this tune?
I want this to be chip tuned.
What's that?
Like
16.
like 8-bit music. You know what I mean?
You got what?
Like
16. I assume that hit.
like what you did with the
3.
the Forgotten Realms theme.
Yep, kill it.
Yay!
Is that everybody?
This your Ray of Frost goes right over Key's shoulder, and he turns around real quick, like.
And I'm like,
But he realizes you had everything under control the whole time.
I sure did.
And I think that's all of them. Yeah.
Woo! Celebrate rookies!
I want to go up to Key and put my hand on his shoulder and say, like, you did good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This was my. Well, I mean, after you guys, this is my first real fight.
Wow. You guys catch on quick?
The villagers don't really fight back.
No, I bet they wouldn't.
All the other
Ha!
men in the camp are kind of looking at their swords like, did we just do that?
Yeah.
We
Give
just
them
did
a round
that.
of applause.
Good
Good
job.
Good
job, guys.
Woo!
Good fighting.
Everybody's
Um,
awesome.
And one of them comes up to. Yeah, I'll say the one by next to you, who comes up to you and says,
This one?
"Yeah, I didn't think that I could fight for good, but working with you guys, maybe I can do something productive with this sword and these hands."
Yeah, you can.
You absolutely can. I'm so happy to hear you say
We
that.
make a great team with you, man. Oh, I've really changed the voice to like Leonardo from.
Well, that's Keanu. You can get back.
I'll get it back. I'll bring it back. Bring it back to like Bill and Ted.
The
That's how
other-
it was.
There
Yeah.
you go.
The other men seem to be talking to each other, and they say, "We want to do something good for once. We worry that if we leave this camp, Shinpei will send more men to terrorize this town. We want to help the town,
Stay undercover.
but
Mm.
we don't know the best way. We don't think that they will trust us."
Do you think you can stay here
The
and
vi- you-
pretend?
You don't think the villagers are gonna help you or trust you?
We can vouch for you. We can go back and tell them the plan.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Been terrorizing them, us personally, for several weeks, and Shinpei's men generally for much longer. We can't stay here in the camp. Once Shinpei's men find out that we haven't been sending in the money and the food,
supplies.
they will send someone to check up, and if we're not doing our jobs anyways, they won't.
What do you propose?
Will you help us talk to the villagers?
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sure.
After you helped us here today, we'll vouch for you.
Thank you.
Of course. Is there anything you need to pack up before we go?
They had pretty much packed up. They didn't have much to
Yeah.
begin with.
Yeah.
They pretty much packed it up before the Viper Monkeys attacked.
Okay.
So yeah, they're ready to go.
All right, let's head out.
Yeah.
One of them takes one of the logs from the fire and tosses it on the tents and sets them
Burns the
alight.
place.
Yeah, burn it to the ground. Yo, Rhea, help him burn it. Use your firebending skills. Set that tent on fire.
I'm good, but I have some matches. I pull out my matches. And
Excuse
I throw
me? What?
You're one
A
of the
fire-
greatest firebenders I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
You're so good at firebending.
Oh,
The
That's
Avatar himself wanted you to be on his team.
Actually, I like my sword better.
That's great, but I
y-
prefer.
your sword can't cast fire. Can't make fire.
That's okay. Fire's like dangerous. It's alright, you guys.
I kind of walk up to Ria so we're not just like yelling in front of a bunch of random people during this maybe personal conversation, and I kind of put my hand on her shoulder. I'm like, I
Hi.
think what we mean to say is that we've noticed that you haven't been firebending, and if you're not comfortable to tell us to talk about it now, that's totally fine. But I am doing my work in trusting you guys again, and being in this friendship 100%. And
So
I know
I
that
need
that's
to
hard.
firebend for you to trust me?
No, I trust you. I want to let you know that you have time, but also we're here for you. Me
Okay.
and Khan and Draco too.
Thanks, but I wouldn't know how to firebend anymore.
What does that even mean? You were fantastic. Was it because of what happened?
Yeah, and I just don't dance anymore.
When do you think that stopped? Can we start like walking to the
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now
Hey,
we're
what are you
walking.
guys saying? We can't hear you anymore now that you're not talking about this really loudly.
We're just wondering what we're going to have for lunch.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, lunch.
Lunch!
Lunch. What? So, you don't dance, you don't firebend. That used to be like what gave you life, you know?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, you're totally skilled with the sword. You're fantastic.
Thanks, I really like.
And you
my
can have a
sword.
preference with your swords. I get it, but by not firebending, you're cutting off like a part of who you are. You know, your spirit.
Well, maybe that's how waterbending is for you, but firebending isn't spiritual.
I know, but the way that you talked about it and the way that you moved, I just thought that it would be something that you held on to all your life. Is there something specific that changed your mind?
We don't have to talk about it.
No, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but just know that we're here for you when you want to. And I don't want to pressure you, but I love you. I care about you, and I'm here for you
Thanks.
whenever you need to work anything out. So,
Okay.
pat her on the shoulder again, and I kind of catch up to Draco, and I rub his little weird ear, and I go, lunch!
I don't control Draco.
So you guys head back to.
Uh-huh.
You guys head back to the town.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. You arrive back at town probably around noon.
I would imagine this is a pretty dramatic entrance with all of these
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, because
We have like a slow motion shot of us walking into town with everybody, just like, yeah, we have everyone.
people.
We did not get their captive friends though, or anybody who had been press
No,
ganged.
because they weren't
No,
there.
but
Yeah,
the
too bad.
immediate camp that was harassing
Right,
them, I guess that won't be an issue for a little bit. But
As we're going back, I would like to ask the soldiers for their swords.
yeah.
I would like to relieve them of their weapons. If they, I respectfully ask. This is, it, hey man, I totally get it if you don't want me to, but it's not gonna look good if you just like roll up with like swords. You know?
It won't
It's
make
like,
us look
give
good
them to
either.
me, and I'll be like, hey look, they're unarmed. Ugh.
Are you sure? What if the villagers decide to attack us?
Not allowed to kill the villagers if they do. You'll just skadoot and we'll like stop them.
Okay. And they one by one, reluctantly, but only because they're scared, hand over their swords.
Okay.
You just armful of swords.
No, I pick up the swords with metal bending and throw them into the river.
Damn.
What? You don't even hold on to them?
Where would I put them?
I don't know, just like next to that tree.
Easier.
we can
Trust me,
we
easier
can
that
water
way.
bend them back. I can get them back.
Yeah,
if-
no
if they
problem. They're
need
gonna be
them.
fine.
the
They're
current
sitting in
looks
the
pretty
river.
fast today, but
Metal.
other than that, all right.
It takes you 40-ish minutes to get
Sure.
back to town. And
As we pass the mound and say, oh, look, that's where Captain's buried.
Yeah, badger moles.
one
But
of
also
the men spits on the grave, or the
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
and then he
I go to like unzip my fly and then I'm like, no.
thinks for a moment and says, "Wait, which mound was the captain?"
Oh no! No, you got it. You got it.
Yeah, it was definitely that one. Yeah.
as you enter,
It's just your buddy's grave.
yeah, as you enter the town, the villagers come out, and a lot of them look worried because of your grand entrance with all these scary men still in that uniform, Shinpei's army's uniform. The mayor comes out, or the town leader or whatever we decided, comes out and timidly kind of approaches you three and says, what are they doing here? What happened?
Oh, we.
I was like, who's explaining this?
They're good guys now.
What?
We figured this out, or at least we have come to some sort of compromise. They were forced into doing this role, and they are very regretful, right, for harassing you for these last few weeks.
Yeah, very, very regretful.
That's right. That's right. And
Is regretful a word, Faru?
listen, I haven't been in school in a long time.
Don't undermine her.
And we have come to some sort of understanding that they're not going to listen to Shinpei anymore. They're going to help us fight for good. So you don't need to worry for right now.
Look at it this way. You know all of your friends and your family that these men stole.
Uh-huh.
That
Bring it around.
And yes, regretful is a word.
This is what happens. They become brainwashed. Well, not brainwashed. They're forced to do this. So really, these men are like your friends and family, you know?
Mm-hmm. It could have been any one of you.
That's a better way to say what I said.
Well,
they were forced into doing this job, and it got to some of their heads, but they're learning, and
well,
it's a growing
where are they
experience.
going to go? Certainly not here.
Certainly here.
They
I'm so sorry.
have no. I mean, that was the plan, right? They're gonna stay
Yeah,
here.
I thought it was.
Look, these men said to us, we are concerned about the town. We know that if Shinpei finds out that something bad happened to his camp, he's gonna take it to you. So these men are here to help with that, right, guys?
Yeah.
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 They want to protect us now?
Right?
Yeah.
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 Draco. Do you think you have it in your hearts to forgive them and accept them in this town?
The mayor appears apprehensive, but the woman who had been crying over the body of the man from yesterday
Whoops.
walks up to the group of reformed men, not reformed but reformed,
Reformed from what?
and looks them in the eyes and says to them, "You swear to help us. No more lies, no more taking our things." And they all, nod and whatnot, and she says, she turns to the mayor and says, I trust them.
All right.
And he appears to think, well, if she can trust him.
Mm-hmm.
And he says to them, well, we'll have to find room for you, but we'll be glad to have some help defending against whoever Shinpei sends next.
Yeah.
Those stables look pretty cozy. Right. Right.
Let's not remind them.
They're a little chilly, but otherwise,
Just because I took your clothes off.
that's
Wait, well, let's not bring
yeah,
that
you
up
did,
right
didn't
now.
While you were unconscious.
What is your guys' plan with Key?
What does he want to do?
Does he want to come with us, or does he want to
We
stay
should give him
here?
the option.
I would give him the option of,
Yeah.
would you like to stay in this town, Key, or would you like to hit the road with us?
You can help the cause either way now, man.
Yeah,
It's just
there's
how much
no
do you like
worry.
us is the question.
That-
If you stay, we know you don't like
That's
us.
he's not very. That's not exactly
I
how it
actually
is.
think
He-
that is
No,
what's
I,
gonna
when
listen.
you
happen too.
didn't share my bed, I was heartbroken.
You are
I
a stranger
have
to him.
a theory
I'm
that
gonna
you.
back the creepiness off.
I think you may have peed on me. So if it's all the same, I think I will stay here.
Just because I may have peed on you.
I
Just
understand.
because of
Key.
that, that's the
I
only
mean,
reason.
I would stay. I would stay.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
But please, stop Shinpei.
We're committed to it.
We'll do.
I can't go home until you do.
We'll send a hawk back if when we deal with Shinpei, so you can go home to
Your family.
Wally.
Wally. Wow.
Wally.
Okay. Thank you for
Draco.
putting me on the right path again.
Of course.
Thank
Thank
you for finding the path, my dude.
Thank you for. Yeah, with the
All
what
the
they
good
said.
times.
Yeah. High five. Crisp.
The villagers are going to kind of grumble a bit, but seem to be okay with the arrangement. Okay enough with the arrangement. You know, lesser of two evils and whatnot. Someone escorts the men from the camp over to the stables because that really is the only place that they have right now.
Yes.
But they'll hopefully find something better in the future. And Key will go with them and turn back and wave at you guys as he goes.
Bye, Key.
Bye, Key.
See you guys.
Glad you don't have to die.
What?
I mean,
The mayor will turn to you guys and say, "Well, thank you for helping us. I do hope that you can stop Shinpei."
Oh man, thank you for your
You're
generous
welcome.
hospitality. Team Avatar is in your debt. I wish I had coupons.
yeah.
Team Avatar coupons.
Team Avatar
One
coupons.
free saving. Every
One good deed.
punch cards, like six
We will.
rescues, and your seventh one's free.
Well, we're charging people
Yeah,
for
we're
us.
like, thanks. That'd be 2 gold pieces.
You imagine that's how saving people
Yeah.
work. Oh wait, it is.
Got him.
Got him. I'm coming for you, American.
Okay.
Healthcare
healthcare
system.
Well, everyone seems to just kind of walk away from you. So, is there anything else you guys
Bye.
want to do?
Should we just hit the road?
Lunch.
Or
Lunch?
do we? Yeah, noodle
Back to the
noodle
noodle
bar.
bar.
Back to the noodle bar.
It's bracketing, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go to the noodle bar and just kind of eat.
So you walk in the noodle
Like
bar,
the shawarma
and
scene.
the door shuts, and you see that tagline again, "Where friends come together."
Aww,
It really did come
cute.
full circle.
Yeah, it did.
And we'll fade out.
Cute.
Cute.
Actually, I do have that the one that we had been using.
You sure do.
The temp song.
Which is really good.
Do we get to level up since that was 2 games?
Actually, it would
Yes,
really
you
just
do.
be like level
Yeah.
up.
Level up!
Woo!
Yes!
We do?
Yeah, we get to level up.
Yeah.
All right. Avatar.
Woo!
The camp.
All right,
Hear it
let's-
reverberate.
Yeah,
Let's talk so Molly can go to bed.
All right.
Thoughts? I don't like this episode.
Why
You don't
not?
like it?
I didn't like the arc of it, and a lot of it is because I felt like I think that the quest for the verisimilitude doesn't always work out, in the sense that I wanted a 2-part premiere,
Yeah.
and
Sorry.
linking 2 episodes, I just
You can always put them on like Spotify or whatever. Can you just make
Put them
into
together
one?
for sure.
Yeah, I think you should just put them at one as one episode.
But like, I think the first one worked pretty well.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, it
had
was
a lot of good
wonderful.
role play, and I felt like I didn't. the conceit of this second one, you know, like going out to find the camp. I think part of it was you guys. I was not clear about the purpose of this camp and that it wasn't the re-education camp.
Yeah.
So you guys came into it with an expectation that I couldn't deliver on.
Well,
we understood pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, that was figured out. That was cleared up pretty quickly. That's what I was worried about with metagaming, because you were telling me, like, that's not what you guys are, the understanding that you have come to is not the case. And I was like, oh God, what are we going to do? Like, I don't know what to do then. But with the interrogation, that really helped. Because if we didn't have him to interrogate, like if we had just killed everybody, I would have been like, what camp are we going to? And like, yeah. So I'm glad that the way that you resolved that confusion was immediate and helpful. So that was good.
Glad we finally have an intro.
Yeah. That was very cool.
All the intro content was really awesome. That was my favorite part of the game by far. Was like hearing that cool full-on theme with Shay's awesome voiceover and just super psyched for that. Loving commercial breaks.
Yeah.
I just like that that's how we like go to the bathroom or get a soda.
I have to like write them down now, because now that it's become a thing.
It's important for us to all start considering what commercials and maybe perhaps even watching some old Nickelodeon, you know, Avatar era commercials
like,
and seeing what sort of things they were advertising for.
It's like the WandaVision commercial with a yogurt.
That is dark.
That is dark.
But
anyways,
magic yogurt.
Yo-yo magic.
I also feel like the you know, the twist that they, you know, were conscripted and forced to be soldiers came earlier than I was expecting, because we had the interrogation, which was not planned for the thing.
Right.
We would have went in there guns a-blazing, though.
I'd start killing them.
and you know, they, I would have had them be very clearly unskilled, to the point where it's almost like, why are we fighting these guys?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I would have had them miss every shot, and
and we probably would have. I'm thinking we would have massacred them.
I think we would have wiped them out.
I think we would have killed them. Molly would have killed a few for sure.
Yeah.
And then we would have been like, where is he? To like the last one. And be like, oh, I'm just a conscripted guy.
And I think that would have been a very interesting character moment for you guys to be like, oh, snap.
It would have
Yeah.
been. Well, we got.
But that's not very Nickelodeon of us like murdering a camp and then.
It's an older show.
Yeah, we're more killy than.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that, you know, that realization that, you know, Shinpei's men are mostly just
I think that
villagers
moment
from
was
other
still
villages,
there.
you know, that have been kind of shuffled around and forced to
Yeah.
terrorize other villages.
I think we still felt that, like, guilt or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
for sure, 'cause we
felt
killed those
bad
two-
when we realized, like, we definitely
Ooh.
killed one.
And now we're
dude,
like
yeah.
almost torturing another one. Like, that's kind of dark. Let's not.
I'm not surprised Key didn't want to
No, of course
with
not.
us.
Kilo.
Kilo.
Yeah.
As sad as I am that we don't get Kilo Part 2,
We'll get an NPC sometime.
I mistreated him.
Yes.
That's something I need to work with. Maybe urinating on people is not.
the go-to.
But see, I did it
If you
because
know they're bad guys, then you can urinate on them.
knew, I was certain he was a bad guy.
Well, you tell me, like, does that feel like it was a interesting character moment? Or did it not?
Me urinating on him?
Just your interactions with these particular men.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
So you felt like your characters grew from it somehow? Not peeing on them?
Did my
perhaps?
character...
That's
Yeah, well, especially
That's his arc, is just he doesn't pee on people now.
It's an arc.
He holds it in.
It's still an arc. Yeah, for sure. Me realizing, like, maybe you need to, like, check yourself before you urinate on
Wreck
people.
yourself?
Yeah, check yourself
before you
yourself.
wreck potential friendships, for sure.
I think it kind of goes to show that we are, like, A, we know that we're a little rusty as Team Avatar.
Yep.
And B, we can't just go into things...
Such a good way to explain why we're low power, too.
Yeah. We can't go into things thinking that, like, we'll just beat him up. Like, I know Rhea is very much like, let's just kill him. But this was a good, like, moral pause for us to be like, oh, this is how we would deal with it if we were, like, riding high. But we actually, like, have to think about this.
And that's what I was hoping we would
Yeah.
get out of it. I was concerned that because of the restructure,
No, I think it was still there.
that it might not have landed as well.
But it still landed.
Good.
And, you know, I think we have to accept that this would have flowed a lot better if we could have done what you wanted and have both of these games
Wouldn't it?
together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because each game had a beginning, middle, and end, but the arc of both games also kind of has a beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah. It's a story of this one town.
And we did the next best thing by coming together a day later. You
And
know,
yeah.
like
yeah.
this is
We-
Yeah, imagine if we waited a whole week to do
it would have
this.
been it would have been and got this, which
Yeah.
which was a shorter game
Yeah.
with a very small piece of combat.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, there's your episode for the week. I think we all,
That would not have felt satisfying.
including
No.
you, we would have been like, can I
What?
have another slice of pizza?
And I
please?
don't
Yeah.
really know how I would have really bolstered it up because it
It needs to
had,
be small. Yeah,
Yeah.
these guys need to not be
because you
a
can't
big
have a
boss
grand
fight.
battle
Yeah.
against them,
Mhm.
and
Learn the lesson because
You would have had
Yeah.
to literally have like an unagi swim up the creek and
Yeah.
attack us. But no. Did you always have the spider monkeys planned?
yeah, it was always going to be Viper Monkeys. I have not been looking at stats for anything, so
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, yep, that'll do.
That's a monster, yeah. Which is fine, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. I like to just find a challenge rating that's like equivalent to what it needs to be, and then like, you know.
I also figured because, we started later and we want Molly to be able to go to bed on time.
Yep. Good
that
move.
Just having them all
Yep.
have one hit point, totally fine. It'll be like a swarm, but they just, they go down in one. That'll be fine.
There was a speaking of 4th edition, there was actually a variety of enemy. I think they were called minions. Minions,
Hit
regardless
hard,
of
but
yep,
go down fast.
yep, regardless of their challenge rating, they always had one hit point.
Yeah.
Which was
okay.
you know,
Well, that's what you got.
yeah, which was great. Yeah.
I didn't think. Did any of you take any damage from them?
No,
No,
I think
no,
we actually
which
could
is-
have had
which is
more
fine,
Viper
yeah.
Monkeys, but
Yeah, I didn't. I couldn't find any more small things.
no, I
so.
get it. Yeah.
I think this episode, while maybe you're concerned, well, I mean, I'll be honest. Like it was a small. I don't want to say underwhelming because I don't think it is underwhelming, but like having a smaller episode, a shorter episode, a less punchy episode, still had what is the most like important story exposition that we've gotten so far, which is we need to be empathetic towards all of the soldiers in
I think
Shinpei.
Shinpei's the dude.
I think
Judy?
Well,
Judy?
it's his army.
Oh,
Shinpei's
Shinpei
army.
We
army,
have to be
okay.
careful with Shinpei's men.
Yeah.
These are not like evil, faceless
They're not
enemies.
droids.
They're not
They're not
droids.
droids. These are real people.
They're not the Chitauri. They're not, your.
They may appear on the surface to be a faceless army, but
They're literally just
I
they're
don't
just
know
brainwashed.
if Rhea has learned that lesson yet. So we'll see.
We will see. We will see. Interested to see how I'm gonna try to coerce Rhea to firebend. That's a personal goal.
Yeah, I'm glad I had
like
that little
that. I like that you're-
conversation.
Yep.
I'm going to be looking into that.
Yep. And I probably shouldn't have said anything, but
Because I don't think I can, with enemies, motivate her to
I can.
explore this.
can
But you
take
guys, as
that
friends,
sword.
can. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. I would like to try to manufacture a.
Intervention.
No, I'd like to try to manufacture something where I'm at risk. The sword is gone, and the only way to save me is she has to firebend.
Has to firebend. Because that helps you, that absolves you from putting her at any danger. It puts you in
I
I
don't
don't
wanna
know
put-
I would even save you.
If
We're a
you wouldn't
team.
save
I
me
mean,
if
I think
possible,
we're-
that is another thing I would like
yeah,
to know.
we're all, I
So
think.
this is just more information than I need.
No,
Yeah.
it's not canon.
Not canon that you wouldn't save me.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out your character. You're still still sus. Still sus.
And what else? What
I'm
else we got?
curious to see where we're going next, because we don't know anything, really.
Next, we are going
Main
to
town.
Tsuchigumo. Is the next episode?
Isn't
Next
that
episode
the
is called
one that...
Tuchigumo.
Is that a place?
Tsuchigumo.
Tuchigumo.
Remember when we were painting your mom's house and he told us what a word meant?
I did not
Is that
tell
the
you. You
word?
guys looked it up.
Oh, okay, then we're not
Don't
going to
tell
say
me.
anything.
Don't tell me.
Oh,
Yeah,
tell me.
we're not going
Don't
to
tell
say
me.
anything. But
What does it mean? Big dragon?
No, I'm not
hiding
gonna say
under the
anything.
Town square that
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
players
that's
get to
it.
fight.
Big dragon hiding under the town square that players get to fight.
spoiler alert,
That's
there's
what
a big
Tsuchigumo
dragon
means.
hiding under the town that the people get to fight. Okay, so that's exciting. I don't know when we're going to see Panook still.
You barely left the first town.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we're on I mean, we're making our way.
I'm
Or-
excited to have another level.
Yeah.
Like-
Oh, yes!
I know. I'm so pumped.
Oh!
You guys will have to take a
I'm
look
gonna
and
get
see
all these
if
firebending skills that I'm not gonna use.
Yeah, what the heck, man?
Multi-class.
You
I
should
might
You could.
multi-class.
Multi-class
got
to
the-
soldier, it makes so much more sense.
I
It
might.
does.
You've acquired this XP by fighting, not bending.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if it makes sense to you,
Yeah.
I think it.
you
I
should
think that's
totally
what's gonna
take a level in
That's
soldier.
cool.
yeah,
And
until
it's
you
what
start bending
want.
again, it might not be worth.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Whereas
do
Bending
I
anything.
was
levels.
I was saying before, I want a multi-class in soldier, but I've just been bending.
Mm-hmm.
So
It makes more sense for her to do it,
I
yeah.
think
I
you
think
should
I'm
be
going
our
to.
soldier. You'll be our designated soldier, which is great.
I haven't
Couple
really
extra
healed
HP.
as much as I thought I was going to. I was going to put a lot of.
It would be cool
Stuff
to be
into
a
healing.
chi blocker too.
You haven't.
But
I
are
have-
you?
You're
But
not
chi-
spiritual
You're
even,
not chi
really.
blocking. What makes
Is that a
more?
spiritual
You know,
thing?
think about what
I
makes
think,
more
yeah.
sense to you as a character.
Yeah.
Your ability to fight with a sword, which is, I mean, that seems important to you.
Yeah.
So
I would also say for multiclassing, you gotta maybe think of a canonical way to explain that.
I was just saying
For
that
chi
chi
blocking.
blocking is cool.
It is.
It
cool.
is
it is
cool.
cool. It is cool. Yeah. Yeah, but if you're all of a sudden going to turn into, you'd need to like encounter
Aw, so
a yogi or
cute.
something.
Oh, it's the
Well, I'm
cutest
glad that
boy.
it landed better than I thought it did.
Still having a great time. Still having fresh games are always like, it doesn't really matter what we do. They're always going to be exciting because it's
Yeah.
new content and it's not like a path that we've been walking for a long time. So I'm still just like riding high. Love my character. Love everybody else's characters still. I think
Even though you're sus of me.
yeah, but I love that. I love that you have a hidden past.
Yep.
Yeah, hidden past stuff can be really fun.
Yeah.
And I think we all have like our own thing.
Because none of us, within that span of 3 years, none of us have anything huge that happened except for
Something happened to you.
something
yeah.
happened with Rhea.
Yeah, I'm
Whether that be
curious.
like a
Did
physical
something
thing
happen?
Curious.
or an emotional thing. But I
don't know,
think
yeah,
no matter
did
what it is,
something.
it is something, even if it's just a simple decision like I'm not going to firebend anymore or I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's still a decision that you made that you're withholding that from yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's very interesting, and I'm very excited, especially since we don't have to wait as long because it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple
Uh-huh.
extra days. Like it. Gotta lock Khan's voice down. Still gotta listen back. I think episode 2 will be for the first official episode, the Summoning Hawk. I think Summoning Hawk, I had his voice down. I was happy with where that was.
Gotta watch some Keanu stuff.
I need. Well, it was just Bill. It was just Bill from Bill and Ted. Or
Yeah.
is he Bill or Ted? Which one?
I thought it was.
Whichever one
Yeah.
of those Californian sounding guys Keanu is. I'm going for that. Especially, this is kind of sort of an inside thing because a lot of American dubs for anime use that voice for their protagonist.
Yeah,
like,
they do.
just that crazy, like
Yeah,
whoa!
they do.
Yeah, like one of the Ninja Turtles or something.
Uh-huh.
Or if you like watch the original dub of Akira,
Yep.
what's his name?
Tetsuo.
Tetsuo has a voice like this.
I love that
Kaneda. It's just like
Oh yeah. Oh.
wait, no. Kaneda's the protagonist.
Tetsuo is the villain,
Yeah.
who's actually my favorite because I
Have you
feel
read?
like
Have you read the graphic?
I haven't
novel?
read the graphic novel. I've just seen the movie.
He's so much.
And
better.
I remember just feeling so bad for him. Like, it's
Yeah.
not his fault. Anyways,
He's kind of a terrible person.
he's kind of terrible, but also really, like, I think the most interesting
yes.
character.
Oh, Tetsuo is for sure the most
Yeah.
interesting
Okay.
character.
Anyways, that's aside.
Going to bed, Molly?
Sidetrack.
No,
Oh,
I want to
sorry.
try to go through and do my multi-class thing now.
Oh,
with all you guys.
so we
Oh,
can
yeah,
work.
yeah.
So we can workshop with
Yeah.
you if you need help. It's it's gonna be the exact same way as acquiring a level. You just need to go through and make so you're gonna add hit points the same way. You're gonna add.
But is
So I
is she
don't get their
rolling
skill points.
hit points with the soldier hit dice because that's the class she's taking?
Yep. So you're new, but since it's not your first level, I would advise you don't take max HP. That you actually roll the dice.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get to add your if you get any base attack bonuses, you get to add that to on top of whatever your other one is.
Do I get all the class skills?
You get all the class.
Do I get the skill points? For first level
Yep,
for
you get
soldier?
skill points on first level, which is awesome because that's a lot of
That
skill
is a
points.
lot.
Wow.
Awesome.
Now, here's the thing that I can't remember is if you can put those skill points into anything or if you can only put them into the skills that you've acquired as a fighter, soldier, warrior, whatever. I can't remember how that works. there is...
It's in. I mean, the chapter for multiclassing was done, so that's in the
Yeah.
book.
What else? Really good music. Really good
Yeah.
music. You did a good job on that.
Good.
Yep. Always flummoxed by how much work goes into this. Sound effects are... You doing sound effects? Can I hear it?
Yeah, I
Can
just
hear a new
keep
one?
forgetting to. I just keep forgetting to do them during battle.
What is that? Firebending?
That's firebending, but she never does
but
it.
she never firebends.
Yeah.
So I got a sword for
Nice.
her. And then this is a temporary earthbend for you.
That's pretty good. Why is that temporary?
I don't know.
That's really
I think I wanted
punchy.
to do more.
What do I
It needs to be a 2-part. It needs to be like...
Yeah.
And then I am waiting for you to bloodbend because
Isn't that gross? It's a can.
Oh.
Gotta get me angry to bloodbend.
yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
I like it a
Crunchy.
lot. I like it.
Oh, it's so
like
uncomfortable.
somebody just,
like it says there's a craft thing in class
Craft
for
bending, which is
soldiers. I don't know what
Um,
they kind
it's
of choose
like
something.
it's like you know how to make pottery, or you know how to make like
But there's no soldier like specific craft thing. that
it implies that soldiers come from like working classes, so that you may have been like a tradesperson before.
Okay.
So yeah, craft whatever.
Table.
Is craft
I mean-
music a thing?
Sure.
yeah, that
Okay.
makes
Craft
sense.
dance.
I have performed. Oh,
Perform.
it'd be
Performance. Yeah,
perform
perform
music,
dance.
okay.
Well, but choreography is.
Yeah, I think that could be a separate skill. I don't know if it would be worth taking it.
I do have perform dance.
Just because you're a good choreographer doesn't mean you're a good dancer. Well, actually, I'm sure that most
Probably.
choreographers are probably also really good dancers. To be fair.
Handle animal.
So I know Fletcher had his like video game rant corner for these podcasts.
Oh yeah, what do you got?
I'm interested in offering a podcast rant.
Okay.
Or I'm not even podcast. Well, it may turn into a rant at some point, but I'd like to just do Joe's podcast recommendation corner.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot of I listen to a lot of podcasts, but
You go running.
I run and I get anxiety when I don't have people talking into my ear at all times. So I actually, this is like hashtag stupid real life stuff, but I had my earbud ran out of battery yesterday, and
Yeah.
I was like cleaning my house, and right after it ran out of battery, I had a fucking panic attack.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, oh, I need something to distract
Sorry.
me. It was fine. My girlfriend pulled me out of it because she's a wonderful human being.
Good.
Okay, so this week I would like to recommend a podcast that I've talked about before. Well, it's other than this one. I mean, it's implicit that I always recommend this podcast, but if you're listening to this podcast, I hope that you don't... Obviously, you're already listening to it.
Hope that you enjoyed it.
My podcast this week is the podcast that I think I've talked to some of you about before, but I have just been like enjoying the heck out of it, and it's insanely good, and it's so awesome, and it's exactly the sort of content I like, and it's soothing, and it's like hashtag woke. It's LeVar Burton Reads. It is a must listen to for anybody. I don't care if you did not experience Reading Rainbow, which is it plays off of this incredible like millennial callback thing where we all grew up with this content with Reading Rainbow as children. And now that, we've aged, LeVar Burton's, he's doing the same thing, but the content is aged as well.
Yeah.
So he swears, and he's talking about like real
He was
adult
in Community.
stuff.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah,
and
he's
LeVar.
a big part. He's playing
Really?
LeVar Burton.
Oh, awesome!
Troy
I love it.
loves him,
Yeah, he's-
right? That was his
Yeah.
hero.
And then they go on a boat trip around the world together.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Do you have like a favorite episode or a recommended episode topic?
He's got a lot. There's a lot of stories that he has. Most of them are speculative fiction, science fiction, or like fantastical.
Okay.
However, he did a two-parter recently. I'll look it up on my phone here so I can actually find the name of the podcast. So all these short stories are written by like probably like fairly well-established writers. He did one by like Kurt Vonnegut, and I'm trying to think of some of the other people that he has had on, like Michael Chabon. If you guys know Michael Chabon, he did one by him. Actually, I think it was a excerpt from Cavalier and Clay.
Okay.
Yeah, the Hofzinser Club by Michael Chabon. Let me find it. I'm sorry, I'm just not
No, don't worry.
finding it. Okay, the two-parter. The title of the short story was The Merchant and the Alchemist's Gate, Part 1 and 2.
Okay.
The Merchant and the Alchemist's Gate is a short story taking place in medieval Cairo.
That sounds familiar to me.
Let me read the author's name. Maybe it'll spark your memory. Ted Chiang. So Ted Chiang wrote the short story that the film Arrival was based on.
Gotcha.
And this is it's a work of, I almost want to call it speculative fiction.
Mm-hmm.
It reads like part of 101 Nights or 1001 Nights,
Mm-hmm.
but the premise is based around a wormhole that allows you to time travel. But it's set up as kind of like a parable about life.
Was it a graphic novel or was it a...
It was in this format. It's a fully written
Okay.
short story. I don't
Okay.
know. It's a beautiful story. It's about like life and aging and like the repercussions of trying to change your own fate. But it's
Yeah.
also just like really beautifully written, and it takes place in medieval Cairo, so it's got allusions to like medieval Arabic culture, which is
Yeah.
super awesome.
That sounds very cool.
And it has like small sound effects, and LeVar Burton, in his sweet voice, does different voices for different characters, which is great. Yeah, it's just insanely good content, and like his little snippets at the end of every single episode are just incredible. Just like so sweet. Like he always has something relevant to say about life.
Yeah.
Which was kind of how it was in Reading Rainbow. Anyway,
Yeah.
I can't recommend it highly enough. LeVar Burton rules, and this podcast is awesome. So everybody, please listen to it. Tune in next week for probably me gushing about, I don't know, either Recipe Club or Friends from Work.
All right.
And this has been Joseph's podcast recommendation corner.
Any last comments on today's game before we head out?
I don't think so.
I would like to congratulate Draco on getting his first kill.
Good job,
Yeah.
Draco, buddy.
Good job, buddy.
Do we know what we want to eat next week? Is it a freezer pizza day or is it a Chinese day?
All right, let's do one
Frozen
Freezer
pizza.
frozen pizza week, and then we can.
Can we have... Okay, since frozen pizzas are pretty much very, very similar, we could probably do two brands at the same time. Like,
oh, okay.
you know, because we could get like a
Yeah.
DiGiorno
Love
and a
that.
Red Baron.
We're gonna need to get a couple pizzas anyway.
Yeah.
do like
exactly.
a head to head.
Yeah.
Get a couple in the same style and be
Should we
like,
do? Hey, is it March Madness? Should we do a bracket?
Yeah, I was gonna do a bracket. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. March Madness frozen pizza style.
Yeah.
What are all the big brands? Tombstone,
Jack's,
DiGiorno.
There's this one I
Red
can see the
Baron.
box. What's the smiley face box? It's wood. It's a cardboard box.
Mustache?
Oh, the
Yeah.
Screamin' Sicilian.
Yeah, maybe
We've
it's that.
We've had it before.
Have we?
It wasn't crazy.
Oh, High V. We've had the High V pizza.
High V brand pizza. Oh wait, like
That's-
the like it's like not frozen.
Not frozen. It's just refrigerated. That was actually the very first pizza that we had on
Was
this
it
podcast.
really?
Yep.
Did we like it?
Yeah, it was fine. I don't think we didn't rate it because we weren't.
as critical.
Yeah.
I think our bar for pizza has definitely increased.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
but maybe next week we can text about it and we could just pick up two
do
from
a
the
couple
grocery
frozen
store
pizzas.
and
I'm psyched for that.
yeah.
I found out an interesting fact from my boss about Red Baron Pizza,
Yeah.
which is apparently they put a lot of like effort and really high quality like fresh flour into their crust. So
Okay.
supposedly their crusts are supposed to be like really good, but I'm curious. I remember Red Baron being my favorite frozen pizza brand when I was younger.
I have to agree with Molly. I've never been a huge fan of frozen pizza before.
Pizza.
We would always just get the Tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tombstone's good, yeah.
Sauce is super sweet.
That sort of thing.
There's this one kind of pizza that I used to get a lot in not freshman year of college, but sophomore year of college where I was off the campus for the first year and I had to start actually grocery shopping for myself, and I didn't really know how to cook on my own, and so I was getting a lot of like freezer meals and like just frozen pizzas and just loaves of bread that I would eat. But there was this pizza, and in regular Shay fashion, it was very doughy, very bready.
Yeah.
So it was like a thick crust, and then it was like cream sauce with like spinach on top, and it like creamed spinach. It sounds really gross. I loved that pizza. It was so good.
Okay.
I don't know. It was at the Cub in Mankato, and I have not seen it again, but I eat that pizza all the time, and
Heck yeah.
I wish I could have that again.
Yeah, I wish we could return to that.
Yeah.
Thin crust.
Then crust.
Frozen pizzas.
Yeah.
Always a move.
Yeah.
There is a, I've talked about this several times. Croissant crust frozen pizza. We need to try it. I know it'll be good. Yeah, that's all for me.
Sounds great.
That's
All right.
folks.
Would this be helpful for you guys, or do you have everything you need in your notes?
Can I see it? Oh,
Because I can
good
print out more of
stretch.
those.
Good stretch.
I don't see Linrock on here.
I printed it out before we started last week.
No, he was like
Run.
so into his sleep. I was able to like push his lip.
Tongi,
Yeah.
Tongi. Have we talked about Tong?
Yeah,
He's
Tangi
every
was
one
in the
of your
very
letters.
yeah.
Oh. By Lord UI. Yeah, this would be really helpful if I had a copy.
I'll
Thank
print
you.
out a
Wait,
couple
so
of
I
those for you
get,
guys.
so I roll a hit die, and I just can add on.
Same as you would always. It's the same process as for just regular level up.
It's such a better hit die.
I know.
How much?
Then
What is it?
Bender is a D4. This is a D12.
Ooh, my
That's
God.
Dang.
Stupid. What's your constitution?
Oh yeah.
2.
It's not bad.
So I had 6 plus 8. Plus another constitution, or
Every time you roll, you add your constitution.
okay, so 10, 16. 16 hit points.
I have 15.
You have 15 hit points?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
How?
Because I rolled the highest I could get.
Again?
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I know. Been lucking out with that.
Let's make predictions about Falcon and Winter Soldier. Here's the first prediction I want. Is it gonna be as good as WandaVision?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I think it's a different kind of show.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a lot more Marvel, a lot more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
Yeah.
a lot more traditional.
There's gonna be a ton of action scenes, and we got very few action scenes in WandaVision,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm okay with that
Different kind of entertainment.
because my favorite action scenes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe are the stuff in Captain America films. I like that. I like tight fight choreography.
But here's my
that's,
thought
like,
is,
grounded.
you know, like, it's not the Russos directing it.
Did the Russos direct WandaVision?
No, they did Winter Soldier, Civil War, the other Captain America things. So my thought is, if you like the action scenes in those, it's not a guarantee that you'll get that same caliber.
Man, I've seen some really cool shots in that last trailer, especially of Falcon. I've never liked Falcon's superhero
Do you
gimmick.
think I'll start wearing
I've
armor?
always.
Proficient.
You
You
can now.
might,
Nice.
yeah.
Oh,
If I
bummer! You
want
didn't even
to.
need to take that feat.
Yeah,
You should start wearing armor.
I bet
didn't have that feat.
you should.
I have martial weapon.
You didn't take armor?
Wearing armor, no. Because I'm a dancer. I don't wear armor.
Right.
I have flowy clothes, so I probably.
I mean,
won't
you
even want
still, to be
now.
fair, you still, yeah, use what you've learned from dance into your sword fighting.
And light armor.
You still have to be acrobatic.
Light armor doesn't need to be
Clunky?
super clunky. You know.
Yeah.
It
Could just be
looks-
leather
It's
armor.
just like padded clothing. You know.
Yeah. Light
I
armor.
like flowy clothes.
I
don't
know.
We'll see. She buys some.
There's no reason you can't have flowy clothes and armor.
Also,
at the same
shield.
time.
I could just have a little.
You're like an Amazon.
Okay. Here's a question I got. What do you guys think the odds that the villains that have been teased for Falcon and Winter Soldier
Way faster.
are going to be
Oh, yeah?
mutants? Because all we know
10 feet.
is that they look like normal people, and they wear masks,
It's pretty good.
and they have super physical abilities.
So my thought is, it's not a bad way to introduce them, but I also don't think that they will be introduced that way.
How do you think they will be introduced?
More and more, I'm thinking that it might be saved for a movie,
For a full movie
for a full movie.
about the mutants.
Yeah.
Like an X-Men. Well, I don't even know if they call it an X-Men movie, but...
Or, you know, a movie where that can be the focus.
Right. So in that case, Skrulls?
Or, I mean, there are other just powered individuals.
Really?
Yeah.
That you think that would
That
be
aren't
like
X-Men
one
is-
faction?
Yeah, I would believe it.
So maybe
What
just-
could be really interesting is explore a group of people who got their hands on super soldier serum.
Ooh, yeah.
Because
no
that's
kidding.
a perfect antagonist for Bucky.
It's true. It is.
You know, if he's living through the fallout of people getting Captain America juice. That would be perfect for him to deal with.
Steve,
And-
stop giving people Captain America.
And if it's financed or, you know, run by Zemo, even better.
I heard an interesting theory on a podcast that I listened to about Marvel. What if Zemo got snapped when he was in jail, and then his cell wasn't there when the snap unsnapped?
That could-
He's just like, what happened to all the prisoners? You
That
know,
would be a really interesting theory.
No, it's a totally unfounded theory, but it's a possibility.
Mhm.
You know, for you know.
I hope these shows all in some way address the snap or the blip or whatever.
They totally should. It's the biggest event
Mhm.
in Marvel Cinematic Universe history ever.
Like I think it should, you know, it'll probably take a while before the shows are out from under the shadow of Endgame
Yeah, right.
and what happened in that. Because like I don't think any one of them really wants to go that far in the future to where that's not still being addressed.
No, and the whole you know, one of my favorite things about Marvel is that they use events as an asset for many films, and it has given incredible weight to the events of their films. I've heard it said so many times, and I feel this way. Age of Ultron was and still is not my favorite Avengers film. As a matter of fact, I'm not crazy about Avengers 1 either, but Avengers Age of Ultron is not, you know, it's not that high on the list. It's above Avengers 1, but it's not, you know, it doesn't blow my mind. But all the things that happen in it are so dang important.
Mm-hmm.
Without Age of Ultron, you definitely don't get Civil War. And Civil War, outside of the snap, is probably the most significant event in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We are still seeing the fallout, you know, from that, considering how separated, you know, everybody is. So I don't think they'll flinch from making the snap important, you know.
Yeah.
And Bucky and what is Falcon's name?
Sam?
Sam. Bucky and Sam. What's Sam's last name?
Falcon. I don't know.
Sam Falcon.
I don't know.
Sam Rockwell. Yeah, Bucky and Sam were both snapped. So, you know, we didn't get much.
Oh, that's a good point. If they were snapped, of course they're going to address it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, where, you know, what was it like? Blah blah blah. You know.
And how do you come back? Your apartment was sold.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Where are you living? What are you doing?
Although they could
Who are
just
they?
live at the Avengers Mansion. No, they couldn't because it got blown up.
Yep, there's no Avengers compound anymore. Where are they? Yeah, who are they working for? I'm interested in that. Are they free agents?
I'm
Are they working
also
for Sword?
interested in the Captain America that the government is going to put in place.
Oh yeah.
Um,
It's been really interesting teasing,
Oh,
seeing
thank you.
that in the
yeah,
trailer.
like there's that clip of like the marching band on the
And
field.
a guy runs onto a football game,
Yeah.
and it's not Steve unless it was footage from before.
And I wonder if like it's that's how they motivate Sam or maybe Bucky to take up the shield, and because I don't think from the trailers it seems like Sam is not super comfy with it.
No.
And I wonder if the
Was
point
he-
is like, well, someone is going to be Captain America. The government's going to put their own guy up if you're not going to do it. So if you want that legacy to be taken care of, you got to do it yourself.
I don't think they're going to offer him the job.
No, but I think he's going to take it back, seeing how this guy, performs.
They're both fugitives still, right?
No.
No? Really? They're fugitives at the end of Civil War.
I guess that's a good point.
As far
Yeah, I
as
guess
as
they would
far
be.
as far as I remember, the U.S. government considers Bucky and Sam to still be like public enemies. I mean, they would not forgive that,
Yeah.
right? Definitely not Bucky. Bucky's like a straight up war criminal. Maybe Sam could get a pardon, especially considering he was like a military guy. But they haven't said that yet. We've never seen.
Yeah, Bucky was a deep cover USSR agent. That doesn't seem like he's gonna get a pass.
Oh, he's definitely not. Bucky's definitely not getting a pass. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think they're gonna offer the mantle of Captain America to.
But
Sam.
also, it's not theirs to give away. So Sam's probably gonna, at some point gonna say, "Well, look, he gave it to me. I should A, honor his wishes, and B, this other guy's a chump."
I don't think. I think Sam's the only one with the real shield.
Yes.
Like, we see a shot of the shield in a museum. That's not his. Sam would never give that to a museum, unless that's like the last shot of the show.
I wonder if they would give pardons
Sorry.
for. Well, you know what?
What would they get pardons for?
Wanda was on Team Cap, and she's not arrested when she walks in the
Oh
sword.
my God, you're right. Good point. Yeah.
So I wonder if
What the hell?
participating in stopping Thanos in Endgame
was
is
enough.
like,
Absolve them
okay,
of that.
Yeah. Good cue. Good cue. I'm curious about this now. They really don't care about Wanda. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good point that they still. We need an answer. I think we need an answer, because if we're just
Yeah.
gonna see them go straight back to being like, okay, U.S. government welcomes you with open arms, I don't think they do that. We see Bucky and Sam in what looks like an air carrier. When
Yeah,
they're
think-
dropping, they look like they're with the military.
I feel like they get a pass, but it would be nice to see that politics kind of happen.
I just need
have a
I need
question.
one
Yeah.
line of explanation for it.
So do I get to add the base attack bonus for soldier onto my bending base attack? So I get to just accumulate all of it?
not for your bending.
But it would be both base attack bonuses, right?
I don't think that applies to spellcasting. It only applies to melee attacks.
Okay.
So her
what
melee
about
attacks will get both bonuses.
But her
That-
Bending
yeah,
will only
that's what
get.
I'm
only
saying.
get the bonus from
Okay.
the first.
And then for the saving throw, fortitude saves and those things, will those also add both of the classes?
What does it say in the chapter on multiclassing? It's at the end of the
I'm not
classes
sure.
section.
Where is multi-classing?
It should be at the end of the classes chapter. It's feeling like Avatar. Feels like we're in the
Totally
world.
feels like Avatar. Yeah. Undeniably.
Are there any elements of Avatar watching the show that you miss here?
I don't. I think Avatar is always distinctly very funny. There's a lot of comedy in Avatar.
It's not funny enough.
I'm thinking on it though. Most of the humor in Avatar comes from one or more of the characters within Team Avatar, like Sokka or just Bolin.
Aang is funny sometimes.
Aang is funny sometimes. He's, but it's not as like. I don't think Aang makes me laugh as much as Sokka does. Sokka makes me laugh all the time. Katara makes me laugh sometimes, but it's not like consistent. Like I think there's always some good jokes in every single Avatar. Oh, Toph is funny as hell too.
Toph is very funny.
Toph is really funny.
She's mean.
Yeah. So I if there's anything to say, it's like maybe a skosh more humor from the NPCs would feel more Avatar-y, but I don't feel like you need to feel like that's any obligation you have, because comedic relief comes from within Team Avatar, and I'm trying to perform that role as Khan, and it's probably the most distinct part of his character, so I'm not going to stop that anytime soon.
We were listening to the last game yesterday, and the bit right before you read the letter,
Yeah.
you're talking him up like, oh, it's a elaborate ruse, and then you read the letter and it just
It's
destroys
definitely
Like, I
not an
need help.
elaborate ruse. That was perfect.
Also,
I
you
love that
saying
worked
like, "Oh man, I gotta step out of work early today. Is that cool with you?" And they're like, "Yeah, we'll just get somebody to cover your shift." And I was like, "Yeah, we should hang out. Like, let's catch a drink." And you're like, "You just asked to go."
I was thinking about a really well-timed burp I had last game.
Oh yeah, when I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Panook is gone, and
You
I've
were
been,
talking about something super serious.
I've
And then
been,
you burped.
yeah.
I felt it coming on. I was like, yes, yes,
Go with it.
give me this. Yeah, I lean in. I'll lean into
Good.
burp anytime. Yeah, so I'll try to perform the comic relief function of Avatar.
I think we're all kind of like, our group dynamic is pretty goofy right now.
And you know what? Your NPC reactions are always like kind of humorous if it's to something like ridiculous. So I don't feel like you're not doing that.
I try my best.
But you got a lot of moving parts to work on, so don't feel obliged to do anything differently.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, I don't think there's really much else
Anything from you
to
two?
say.
No.
No, it's
Feels
perfect
like
game.
Avatar.
No, perfect game, 10 out of 10. I want to see looking forward to seeing some firebending. Looking forward to seeing some airbending.
Well, if she doesn't do firebending, it's gonna be a while if you guys are in the Earth Kingdom.
Just waiting on Panook. I am on absolute tenterhooks about when we're gonna see Panook in action. I want to know.
Yeah, that reunion's gonna be
I
exciting.
want to know what he sounds like. I want to know what he looks like.
On Panook.
Yeah, like, have you practiced his voice yet? Do you know in your head?
Not yet.
Okay.
And
Well, who should he sound like?
Do
does he
my
flirt
stupid boyfriend
back
voice.
With...
Oh, I don't know.
Is he an idiot?
I'm interested to see if Khan is actually telling the truth about them being
More than friends. Like, is that totally in his head, or were they kind of like...
They're gonna hug and a hand just gonna rest on a butt.
That's it. That's the more than friend.
What was Panook? Is Panook a canonical avatar?
No.
Okay. What is the name of that water tribe avatar?
Kuruk.
How do you spell that?
Kuruk.
Here it is. Avatar Kuruk.
Avatar Keurig.
Mhm.
Keurig.
Keurig.
Keurig. Ooh, look at this. This is cool. Team Kuruk.
Yeah, that's fun.
Oh, I want to see.
Look, he's got his
Aw,
own team avatar.
That's so cute.
That looks like
It's like Tenzin.
got an airbender. Tenzin
Yeah.
looking airbender. That would be, I guess, is that a white? What would that? a White Lotus person?
Kind of does look
Or
like that.
would that be... Who is that?
Could be Earth.
We see people wearing those white robes at one point.
The only ones I remember are the posh people at the Great Divide.
Yeah.
He looks like one of the posh people from Great Divide. He's got green eyes. He's an earthbender.
And then two firebenders.
One of whom looks like a...
Soldier?
It might just be a soldier.
No, that hat. He's a fire monk.
Fire
Oh
Sage?
yeah.
Huh?
Sage, one of the
Fire sage. Yep, he's one of the fire
From the
sages.
from the
Yep.
Crescent Island.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I like this. This is cool. More Team Avatar. Oh, Team Kiyoshi. This is amazing.
I love
This
that.
is amazing. There's Team Kiyoshi.
She's so tall.
She looks like she has a girlfriend almost.
She does.
She does have
Really?
a girlfriend
Canonically?
canonically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow!
I know.
Does she have freckles in that picture?
What?
Does she have freckles in that picture?
Kiyoshi? Yeah. Is she supposed to?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What? Based on what?
She's really cute freckles. I don't
Oh
know.
my god.
I
that's
know. I
amazing.
remember reading that too.
She's really cute freckles.
Airbender?
I would like to see Kyoshi next to the really short waterbender.
I know.
Look at who is that?
Dude, Kiyoshi was huge too,
I know.
right?
Oh.
Wait a minute. There's no
Oh, I love this.
we're missing a nation in here.
Which one?
No, we're not. There's 4 nations, right? 3 nations.
4.
Earth, water, fire, air.
Look at how cute,
Earth.
like her
water.
girlfriend's hand
Okay,
is
yep,
around
they're
her
there,
hip,
they're there.
And then she puts her hand on top of her hand. It's so cute.
Fun fact: Kiyoshi was misidentified as the Avatar, they identified someone else as the Avatar
In her group.
because they thought that this other kid was going to be the Avatar and not Kiyoshi.
Really?
Kiyoshi was born to mixed parents. I think one was a firebender and one was an earthbender, or from Earth Nation or whatever. And they were like kind of on the run, kind of on the lam.
Because you can't.
Well, no, I think they were just ne'er-do-wells. And
those ne'er-do-wells.
so the sages in the Earth Kingdom were trying to identify the next Avatar, and they found this kid who was just like close enough. Like it made sense to them that it was this kid instead of Kiyoshi. So for several years, because obviously the Avatar is often discouraged by the sages or doesn't even know that they're the Avatar, so they don't try bending other elements. So they themselves wouldn't know until they start training whether or not they can do it or not. So for like 16 years, while they're growing up, until they're told that they're the Avatar and then find out that they can't actually bend the other elements, they think that this kid is the Avatar, but it's actually Kiyoshi who's just bouncing around,
Just
on her
chilling.
own.
How about that?
That's cool.
I thought it was really interesting, like how the different nations identify the next Avatar. You know, because like I was looking at it, and not all of them, they all do it kind of differently. Like the Earth or the air nomads have all the toys.
Yeah.
That's how they identified Aang. That's based off of the Dalai Lama thing. But then the Earth Kingdom, and I think this is the only other one that's been explained. The Earth Kingdom, the way that they figured out is it's called geomancy.
Geomancy?
Geomancy.
That's cool.
And it's like they throw bones and they read it like
Runes or
like runes.
Yeah.
And so they do that and interpret the bones to gradually narrow down where in the Earth Kingdom the child is.
Crazy.
And then
Wow.
they narrow it down enough to like a village, and then they can just figure out who the kid is from there.
That is so cool.
Mhm.
I love that.
We don't canonically, I think, know how the Water Tribe or the Fire Nation does it, because by the time of Korra, the first water avatar that we've
She's
spent time
just
with,
the Avatar. Deal with it.
not only does she
Yeah.
do all of the elements at once, so
Yeah.
they don't even have to bother identifying her, but also it's the White Lotus identifying her, not the specific water
Right.
sages
Right.
that would have been doing it in the past.
So they're just like, her parents are like, trust us, it's her.
We know.
We know.
And for fire,
Yeah.
we have no idea how the fire sages do it
Right.
Yeah.
because we've never seen it. Some people theorize
No.
it could be.
Wait, with Roku, remember the whole episodes where it goes back in time and they're just kind of like bros hanging out?
Does he
And
ever
then
They just show up and they
Oh,
say.
They're
yeah,
like-
they tell him. when
they
he's
they
young.
tell him that he's.
but we don't see how they identified him.
Oh, okay.
We never see them do a test or
Yeah,
anything
how the hell
like
do
they
they
do with him.
know?
People theorize that like it could be as simple as the way that they actually do it in the airbending movie,
With like
the
objects.
terrible M. Night
They-
Shyamalan
really?
movie, because that's the only time we see a Fire Nation person identify an avatar. And the way that they do
Who
it
does
there, Iroh and Zuko
I
test Aang because they want to make sure that he is the avatar. And the way that they do it is they set one of each of the elements in front of him, and they see if the element reacts, like just an innate kind of power. So they set a bowl of water, a rock, a flame, and I don't know, maybe a leaf. I don't know.
They all do the thing.
Yeah, they like the water kind of ripples and the rock levitates and the fire kind of does the thing.
Yeah.
So we could say that that's how the Fire Nation or the Fire Sages would identify an avatar,
Sure.
since we don't really have any other evidence.
But
But
is
that
that
is
movie
from the
canon?
movie.
Yeah.
It's absolutely not canon. But it is the only time we've seen in any media a fire, according to the wiki, because wikis are famously wrong about
Right.
shit. So, yeah.
This is quickly just turning into a bag of pretzels.
Yeah.
Nobody wants pretzels.
pretzels?
They're really buttery. I've
Well, I'm
noticed.
gonna call the podcast there. We can keep chatting as we're
Yeah.
friends and stuff, but I'm gonna call the podcast there.
Alright.
So
Bye,
thanks
Parker.
for tuning in.
Bye, podcast.
See you next week
Bye, Parker.
for
Bye, Parker.
Tsuchigumo.
Tuchigumo!
Don't look that up.
Stanley Tuchigumo. Do you have the Gardettos over there? I'm feeling snacky.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta use the restroom.
El Toilette.
Good.